karts on the racetrack for the very first session of the night show here. Mini Swift qualifying practice, if you will, on the alternate course layout here at Trackhouse Motorplex. The first of the two undercard divisions. This is a layout we have never run in the race sessions or in the shootout races, period. And that is similar to a layout we ran a couple of years ago that used the hairpin over at the one that we were using today. That led over into the final two turns. But we're using the further cut through. Gives them a little more time to sort themselves out before they get into the braking zone for that. Should make the racing pretty interesting to watch for sure. And as we watch the field head down to the bowl here this time, it's all one big pack of the 10 mini slip drivers. Truly the Fast 10 shootout is what we'll rebrand this one as for them and for X30 Junior as they get their first laps on this alternate course, 180-degree hairpin turnaround, and then back up the hill to the final turn. It'll be a fast one, a pack race. Probably shouldn't bottleneck the field as much when they start defending or going back and forth, but it will certainly be tough to break away with a high-speed layout like this, Brett.
And we talked about, excuse me, last night, I think there's only one small section that they need to clean off, so to speak, that wasn't run before with the marbles, but I think it should be clean now. This is pretty much the same course we were running before, just a few sections taken out. I think this section they're going through right now is the only part that might be a little bit dirty because we haven't been running it all day. But like you sent me this track this morning, and I looked at it, and I could tell that we were going to be running, it's like a super speedway style layout. Not a lot of turns, a lot of high speed. So excited to see this layout in action here tonight. As looking at our scoring monitor, Hudson Howard just went to the top of the board with a 37.254. You can see they are still in one giant pack, so to speak, trying to get that fastest time. We should also mention the sun is beginning to go down, and it's going to be getting chilly very quickly out there. So no more sun on that racetrack. A couple drivers going off a little bit there.
And it'll quickly go into the nighttime here, a little bit quicker than even last night with the slightly longer superheat sessions. And then the exact same format of the night show here. We're starting about a half hour later than yesterday. We started even a little bit earlier in the afternoon, but the added distance of the races versus just a single qualifying session in the heats means that even the minis and the X30 Juniors, albeit they're only going to have 15 minutes essentially from right now at this moment until the minis go back out on track for their Fast 10 shootout main event, they'll be pushing nightfall and being just about time to race under the lights. So that changes things quite a bit because you'll see the surface temp dress. Oh no, big problems off the rip right here. That is one driver hard in the outside wall, Colton Bruck.
It's rare to see that in qualifying.
But again, that is all of the karts all together trying to learn off each other, and equally they knew this was going to be a super speedway, especially for these 9 horsepower mini Swifts. Yes. They were trying to tow off the back of each other, and a bit too much argy-bargy right there, and that's what's got the yellow flags out because this is a very fast lap. We're talking sub 40 seconds, which is, to be fair, what we did yesterday with the chicane course, but
he also hit that barrier hard. I mean, you can see it's broken in half. It's designed to do that, but at the same time, they're going to have to put that back together, and his cart's all the way over by the other wall. Here we go with a replay.
Yeah, he's on the outside, hooks bumpers with Hudson Howard there in the JHDD machine, and once again, the bumper hooked. Neither one of them could kind of get unstuck from the other in the split second. They had to realize how bad of shape they were in before he ended up in the wall. So that's got the yellow flag still waving here coming up to the corner to let the drivers know, trying to limit the passing going on. But again, the yellows in the way they are is more of a notice or cautionary type of flag in this kind of session.
Jaden Francisco going quickest that time around, top of the charts with a minute 20 left. This is actually, I gotta say, Xander, this is my favorite shot that we have this weekend. Watching them sweep off that corner, come down the backstretch.
Oh, it's so cool. And again, like, had we not had some of the cut-throughs at the hairpins here, having that shot on the ground and really getting them up to full speed is just something else. It is pushing 75 miles an hour in the X30 Pro machines going down the back straightaway. They'll be a little bit slower than that here in the minis and the X30 Juniors, but wicked quick. As we watch now with Francisco still at the front of the pack with Aiden Go and still at the top of the leaderboard with 40 seconds to go to put himself on the pole. He's going to pull over and reset himself. He'll only have one more lap because by the time they get to the timing loop, we'll be less than a lap away from 0. So a 36.66, the time to beat. Jaden Francisco currently holds the honors. Here they go, coming out of the hairpin. Aiden Go needs a big lap here. He's closing up to the back of Slade Harrell. Is it going to be enough? Last time by was decent for him. Checker's actually out now. I thought we were going to get one more. They are done. And Hudson Howard, in the same way he got the pole on Friday afternoon, Brett, a buzzer beater lap at the end puts the 149 on the top.
It's almost like he planned it that way, although I'm sure that's not how it went. But like you, I thought we were going to get one more lap, but Hudson Howard's probably happy we only had that lap there. Keeps him on top of the board.
And only by 6 thousandths.
I mean, just like yesterday, it was neck and neck, you know, just every corner, every second, tenth and thousandth of a second is going to matter.
And again, like times last night, upper 30s, right? But they're on the brakes a lot more. Here, brush of the brakes for that hairpin, brush of the brakes for the back straightaway, maybe even a light lift, depending on how much grip is out there right now, and then a brush of the brakes at turn 1. Just 3 braking zones on this alternate course, this super speedway that we've got for the Saturday night shootout.
A fun course. I want to get out there now on a rental car or something. That looks like a fun setup.
Well, it's definitely one that'll be a little bit easier to tame than the switchback course that we had. Have a little longer straights to rest the hands. That'll be white knuckling it. We've, of course, got a great look at the X30 Juniors down on the grid as well. They'll be getting ready to roll, but while we wait on them, here we do have our Kart Class official preview for this course, for the SimCraft shootouts, specifically the SimCraft X30 Shootout, and, of course, the undercards for Mini Swift and X30 Junior. So we'll be able to get you the overhead shot now that you've seen it in action of what it looks like drawn out for this super fast outer loop design that has never been run before. We've run something, again, very close to it with this exact same lineup, except it had the first cut through, so a much shorter run coming out of the bowl.
And again, as we mentioned yesterday, they found out this morning, you think, a few hours ago, that they're going to run this format. So it's not like they could practice yesterday, knew this was coming. So another unique aspect of this event is just the curveballs that they're able to throw at each other.
And so X30 Junior's rolling. We'll see if we can take a look at that track map. If not, they're already on circuit as well, but they're going to have an out lap or two to sort it out. We'll see if we can't show you guys what it looks like from above, but with 5 minutes to go, here we go. As they begin their out laps, here's your look.
Plenty of speed, plenty of straightaways.
Oh, yeah. A lot of straightaway. High speed. They're going to be pulling teeth off the rear sprocket to get as much top end as they can. But again, turn 5 is still going to be the tightest corner on the circuit, and that concrete runoff was running the complete opposite direction than the way that we're going to be going coming off of it. And again, this session's just as much cleaning off the track as it is trying to get a read on the cars around you and figure out what might be the right gear to be on, because it's a quick guess, a quick turnaround, and they're going to be back on track. But only 7 turns on the layout tonight. It'll be a fast one. It'll pack them up, and they'll be playing the drivers around you probably even more than the layout at hand, which makes it all the more interesting that you're seeing a couple of cars early in this session going by themselves. The Speed Concepts racing machines of Nathan Golseth and Ashton Moon not waiting at all. They are already out on their own and happy to run by themselves.
And on that track map, I'm going to look at turn 3 when we get the green tonight on these races. We've seen guys go off into the grass on turn 3 on our normal layout. So we'll see when they're all bunched up and get off that corner if they get off line, especially when they're all bunched up, knocking into each other, especially when all this money is on the line. So we'll see what happens later on this evening. They go around that sweeping corner, and then this is probably the sharpest corner that we have on the circuit tonight as they come back down and then onto the front straightaway. It looks like they're still trying to warm up their tires as well. Temperature is 60 degrees on the dot, and now they're waiting for some others.
Yeah, I think they were just probably scuffing them in, both the tires and themselves, to get a feeling for the racetrack. Now they're all going to blend together. Now we'll start to see some real quick times go down as Nico Katowski sets the benchmark. 34.215. This is going to be pushing down to a low 32, I bet, by the time we get to the X30 boys, of the times they'll be hitting on the layout. And I'm curious, too, with the fact that They won't need a whole lot of time to learn the track. How many of them might want to sit out the session and save the tires for heat number 1, since it's going to be a pill pick versus qualifying here for the X30 Juniors. But again, you don't get a gauge of how aggressive could you get on your gear ratio, because that's probably going to be the biggest thing they're all going to work on in between this qualifying session and their race. Gauging around everyone around you is also going to be doing the same thing, but how much top end can we try to dial in before we really put ourselves at a handicap coming out of this hairpin here at turn number 5?
And the other thing is this layout not only is conducive to speed, but we have like the perfect conditions, low humidity, cool temperatures, cloud cover. I mean, it's not hot. They're not going to be slipping around, so it's going to be fast no matter what. So you can see them. That's, like I said again, this is my favorite shot that we have here at the Trackhouse Motorplex this weekend. That long back straightaway, that sweeping corner.
Here's a look down on pit lane. You can see the work being done to the Mini Swift machines. That's the 3 MPG and JHGD entries in the shootout.
Again, only 10 minutes for them, so they gotta, if they want major changes, they gotta thrash through it. But I don't see anyone with
no, there's not a lot of
no
hustle.
urgency down there.
Hudson Howard's doing an engine change. Look at this.
That's urgency, I guess you would say, if we have to change an engine in 10 minutes, but I think they have it down to a science.
Well, there's only a couple of pieces that are really important here. You just saw them pull the throttle cable out, so that'll be the first thing that they'll connect back into the carburetor, is to get that along with the fuel lines. So they'll connect the fuel line in, throttle cable spring to connect it. Ideally, if it's on the same exact engine mount, they won't have to reposition the cable tension, so you still get full throttle. And then it's just a matter of 2 springs on the rear exhaust. You'll see that's going to pop right in. I'll put those 2 springs on, and then a quick hose clamp for the airbox. And then once they're good with the chain tension, will be the last thing that you're constantly going back and forth on. Because you're tightening 2 bolts on the bottom of the motor mount. Motor starts to tilt a little bit forward, chain gets tight, motor tilts a bit back, chain gets loose, so you're going back and forth, and that's the part that can take you a couple minutes, because you think you got it, and it's just like a bicycle, right? Trying to get the exact chain tension. Not too loose where it's going to come off, not too tight where it starts really ripping on the gears.
I guess the unique part would be normally when they make an engine change, there's not a clock. They're not up against a clock normally.
No.
A 10-minute clock.
No.
So that's probably the unique part. They can get it done, but like I said, it's not. You're not normally changing one in the pit area like this right next to the racetrack.
So going to the backup power here for Hudson Howard for the main event. Meanwhile, in X30 Junior Qualifying, as that continues, Katowski remains on top, 33.4 now. He's picked up almost a full second, full 8/10 from earlier. Of course, we expected a tight field spread in the lap times, though Nathan Golseth, I think, might have just gotten up and kissed the wall at turn number 11.
Didn't slow him down, though, because he went to top of the chart.
It won't hurt him too much for little licks like that, but going back to Forrest Adams incident in KA Senior, right? If you're square with the impact, it should be okay. If it's a little bit sideways, or again, if it's a heavy impact, but especially if you're mid-rotation, that's where you'll run the risk of bending that rear axle, and if it's bent enough, you'll see it. That car will be vibrating going down the straightaway. It is not a fun ride. And oftentimes here for an axle change, like you said, that's not normally something you're under the gun for. So the last thing you want to do when your crew is already hoping to make changes like what we're just seeing there for Hudson Howard, of either something with just a gear change or potentially a full-on throw the kitchen sink at an engine change and something in between. You don't want to give them any more work to do as we get down to the end of it. One last blend. I think that was Benja Fernandez trying to blend into line. It might have held up that group. Nico Katowski has been bested. This will be it, though, to the checkers. Is anyone going to be able to topple the time? Travis Pettit has laid down 33.26 to the line. Katowski's trying. He's digging. It'll be nothing from him. Marco Samet will go better. And Travis will find even more speed on the final lap. Couple thousandths for the 7:29.
Sam, I think, had a big jump there up to third, so good final lap for him.
Yeah, he picked up a lot. He picked up almost 2.5 tenths on that last lap from where he was at, which, again, was all the way down in 9th on the board. So it's Pettit to Nathan Golseth in X30 Junior Qualifying. Marco Samet, Nico Katowski, Ashton Woon, Parker Ives, Tristan Murphy, Benja Fernandez, Arthur Barb, and Josh Bergman for X30 Junior Qualifying. So there it's set. Mini Swift starting to scramble down on the grid. They'll be getting ready to go in a moment. Main event action here for the Friday night shootout. It's about to get started. Mini Swifts up next here as you're watching along with our live coverage.
Are you looking to take the next step in your racing journey? Well, look no further than PitFit.
With 2 locations in Charlotte, North Carolina and Indianapolis, Indiana, PitFit trains drivers all the way from grassroots level karting to IndyCar and NASCAR with top-of-the-line personalized coaching to improve physical and cognitive fitness.
For more information on programs, check out PitFit on Instagram or Facebook today.
Wins the Wisconsin Grand Prix. James Overbeck on start number 2 gets win number 1 in OKN Stars.
On track or off, Brandon Jarscak Racing delivers elite performance. Led by 4-time Pro National Champion Brandon Jarscak, our team masters driver coaching, data-driven analysis, and mechanical precision at every national event. Contact us today at BrandonJarskakRacing.com.
Kyle, what are you doing?
It's got my new Greyhound seat.
You don't even have a cart.
Doesn't matter. I have a Greyhound.
Who the f is Kyle Cuthbertson? Doesn't even have a go-kart.
Doesn't matter.
Cuthbertson through on Turney. Turney in the dirt.
Hey, what's up, Caleb?
What's up, Brandon?
You sound defeated. A long day at the office?
Yeah, got stuck at a cat food marketing meeting for like 3 hours. I don't know a thing about cat food, and I don't even work in marketing. And then I got sent on a coffee run like I was some sort of intern. Then at the end of the day, when I went to go get gas, I just realized everything is so darn expensive nowadays, man.
Yeah, you got that right.
Like, do you have any idea how much we're spending on Netflix?
That's like 20 bucks a month.
Do you know how much we're spending on cable?
That's like 50 bucks a month.
But you know what isn't expensive?
Tell me.
Kart Chaser Premium. For only $9.99 a month, you can watch all the American karting action live from coast to coast. Subscribe and become a member today.
You know, I'm really starting to like this go-karting thing.
Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh, can I show you this cute dress I just got?
Yes, of course. Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
I just love shopping.
I love shopping too.
Oh my god.
Wait, did you guys say you like shopping?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Well, dude, I have the perfect place to do that at. ShopPayCara.com. At ShopPayCara.com, you can get free shipping on orders $200 or more. You can get anything you want, like MXC rims, gloves, rib vests, shoes, anything that you need, all at ShopPayCara.com.
Who is he talking to?
No idea.
But we're gonna have to check it out. Sounds like a great deal.
Sure does.
Ready for action here for the Mini Swift Shootout Final. This one should be a blast here. It'll be a very quick one indeed in total. Jaden Francisco on the pole, Aiden Go on the outside. We saw Hudson Howard with the engine change issue there. He's going to the rear. They have to run the same motor, or at least a sealed motor, from the rest of the weekend structure. And so while you could check in and get a motor sealed to be your backup for the weekend or to move over to it, they had to go back over to the motor that we saw him on in the Super Heat. So he's going to the rear. But the good news is, at a super speedway race already on a regular layout and the alt layouts for the Mini Swifts, this layout will keep them all together, power or not.
You want a good starting position, but it's also not a death sentence to your race if you're starting at the rear of the field.
Far from it. And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch them all let loose here and hang it out for $1,000 here as we get the night show started here. The SimCraft Shootout, specifically the SimCraft X30 Shootout, with $5,000 up for grabs to win. The support classes here tonight, Mini Swift and X30 Junior, with $1,000 to win these shootouts as well. So $1,000 on the line. 10 laps, all she wrote for it. This one will go by in a hurry. Jaden Francisco on the pole. Aiden Go alongside. Dutch Westbrook and Yusuf Adi on row 2. Slade Harrell, Francisco Puerta, row number 3. Camila Canache and Colton Brook on row, Camila Canache and Lennox Lockhart on row 4. Colton Brook and Lennox Lockhart and Hudson Howard all rolling from the rear. Lockhart 8th, Brook 9th, Howard 10th. But who knows where they're going to end up by the end of the opening lap. It could be a number of different drivers all up and in the mix from where they're going to be slated to go from. And again, X30 Junior will follow this one almost immediately. We'll get the chance to chat with whoever ends up with a $1,000 check in what should be just about a 5.5 minute. This is probably the closest thing we'll get to the dirt track lineup here, Brett, of a quick rack 'em up run and boom, get to the pay window.
Dirt track world, they would call these the heats, and then the last chance qualifiers is usually what they would call them. Quick 5 laps, but this is 10, but it's going to feel like 5 laps because they're going so quick around here.
Again, even in some of the local races, right, a feature event might go by if it goes green to checker in just about 5 or 10 minutes. This one will only be green outside of any major implications to bring out a red flag. So here we go. It'll be basically just over 5 minutes in total. It'll be 10 laps on the board. Mini Swift, 10 drivers. One of them at the end of these 10 laps will cross this finish line here. $1,000 more in the bank. It is Jaden Francisco on the left in the red and black Nitro Kart. The black and white Parolin of Aiden Go on the right. And here we go. Green flag in the air and a huge jump and a great getaway for Francisco.
I don't know if the rest of the field was sleeping there or if he just had a great start, because look at the lead that he has already.
Oh yeah, that's a huge gap for Jaden as they rocket down the back straightaway. Big time lead to kick things off here in the main event for Mini Swift. Jaden Francisco back to Dutch Westbrook off the start with a decent run up the leaderboard. And then Go into third, Yusuf Adi to fourth. Howard's already got 2 of them. We'll put the first lap in the books this time by.
And bad news for the rest of the field. When Jaden Francisco's been out in front, he hasn't looked back all day. But we see the 2, Dutch Westbrook and Aiden Go, maybe going to try and work together to catch back up to the number 130 of Jaden Francisco.
Should be a lot of fun as they go down the backstretch right here for second if they work together, but they're not. Aiden Go is going to take the second spot all for himself, working here on lap number 2, and it'll be Dutch Westbrook back to third. But this key corner, the launch out of it, is going to be crucial for Go this lap and the next. He's on the cusp of the lead draft right now. Behind him there, you saw a pass happening. Looked to be Slade Harrell on the MPG Kart Republic on his teammate Yusuf Adi as they try to close the gap to the leaders.
And Aiden Go had the fastest lap that time around, so we'll see if that's consistent.
No!
We have a cart off.
Hudson Howard up the hill and almost into the tree line. Big moment there. He was making up ground. He had just gotten to 6, was battling with Francisco Puerta coming up the hill for the 5th spot. And from the back of the field, trying to quickly pick his way up the board, Hudson Howard's shot at $1,000 goes away.
I don't think he hit anything, but he went as far off I think you can go here at Trackhouse Motorplex. As you can see our leaders, it looks like Aiden Go is about a half second behind. We'll see if that tightens up with 6 laps to go here. They're trying everything. Here's a replay.
Yeah, just bottom corner there. You can see it caught us all off guard. Hudson Howard, weird way that kind of all came together. I'm sure they were door banging coming up the hill at turn number 3. But Jaden Francisco's been caught. And so as they roll out of turn number 5, he's got company. And while they've gotten a huge gap, you can still give up a lot of time if you do defend. We've seen that happen in play already. So Slade Harrell back and forth, Yusuf Adi back in fifth. They are far from out of it here, working on to lap number 5 now. Still 6 laps to go.
And you've seen Jaden look behind him. He knows they're there now. So he's still looking behind him, taking a little bit of a defensive line there into the sweeping corner. But the race is on now where we're halfway there. Aiden Go right on the outside. They're going to try to make the pass. Not close enough that time.
Oh, but he's teeing him up. He's looking for it. He wants it here in the last turn. Jaden doesn't want to give it to him. Dutch Westbrook will cross them both up. Down the hill. Halfway. Man, Francisco drives all the way down to the edge of the racetrack. No holds barred here for Jaden Francisco as he tries to instantly go on defense, and that'll bring everyone back into play. Westbrook even out of shape.
This is the classic super speedway style racing here at go-karts. You love to see it. Look at all the rest of the field now coming into the picture.
Oh man, and look how dirty it is going on the inside into the cut through. But again, Aiden Go had to go and follow Jaden all the way to the inside because he had Dutch right there looking. Now Westbrook is also sandwiched in. 5 deep up front. Francisco to the low side. Furled black flag given because he was a little bit late to get down to the bottom on the front straightaway last time by. 4 to go. Westbrook looking to get up to second there on the inside. He's got it. Here comes Slade Harrell looking for third on go. Westbrook looking to the outside.
Any one of these 8 drivers up here, I think, could come home with the win.
Oh, and back on the inside for Jaden. High side for Westbrook. 1 way wide. 3 wide. Out of the corner. Up the hill. Westbrook on the outside now. He's going to have to send it really deep to hang on in the last turn. Yusuf Adi to the inside. He's got a nose down low almost.
I said 3 wide doesn't work here, but these mini Swifts made it work on that straightaway. Oh, contact here.
That was Slate all out of shape there. Got a little help from Dutch. Up the hill. 2x2 for 4th. The leader is still hanging on by a thread. Aiden Go to the outside. Francisco trying to run him up into the dirty stuff. Get back clear for the hairpin. Go is still there. Aiden Go to the lead. Yusuf Adi now to pull alongside. And Francisco goes back to 4th.
Incredible racing. You think $1,000 doesn't mean anything for these kids. Look at this pack coming off the final corner.
They're all together. All 9 of them still running. 2 to go. And it is Aiden Go up front. Slade Harrell into second. Francisco third. Over the curbing for Colton Bruck there in the 110. But you got Slade Harrell with his teammates all gone. Audi all the way to the back. Everyone's pretty much a lone man in the entire top 5 as they go to the inside to protect here. Harrell's hanging on for second. Go is able to arc the corner a little better. He's going to get a big gap here. Slade Harrell, there's no money for second. The only cash check is for the win, but he's hanging on strong here for P2, and that has given a huge lead to Aiden Go.
They're coming to that white flag. You see it there. Are they going to work together, or are they going to let Aiden go on to victory?
Oh, this could be huge here. Francisco with a nose low. Harrell's not going to let him have it. It is a game of pride. They're all up scattering down the backstretch for the final time.
Aiden Go is loving what he sees behind him.
It's over. Aiden Go just needs one more set of corners through turn 5 for the last time. All chaos behind him. Harrell into second. The $1,000 payday, first of the night. Aiden Go cashes the check at Trackhouse. He'll win the SimCraft Mini Swift Shootout.
What a race. Great job by all those drivers. We had no, other than the one off, we had no incidents other than that, and they were really tearing it up those last 3 laps.
Oh, man. How about it? Aiden Go victorious aboard the Parolin. Jaden Francisco led early, tried to fend them all off, and Aiden around the outside got the nose to the inside for the next corner, and then was able to benefit off the battling behind to cruise around on that last lap. A frenzy. And for Aiden, this year has shown so much speed and so little hardware in comparison. This one, hardware in the form of a big paper check and a real one to boot for $1,000.
You know a sign of a good race when I wanted it to be a couple more laps just because what we were watching was so incredible.
Oh, tonight's going to be a blast. Let's go down to pit lane. And we'll check in with our winner, Aiden Go, victorious in Mini Swift.
What a crazy race that was. Can you tell me about it?
It was so crazy. Yeah, this was like a super crazy race.
And who do you have to thank? I see all your friends over there. Who do you have to thank for this win?
I have to thank my mom, my dad, Ben, Marco, my data coach, and all my friends for supporting me. And yeah, that's it.
All right, I'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you.
Aiden Go will pose for the pictures here, begin the celebrations with the family and friends, and Parolin gets excited here with the first win of the night. We'll be right back. X30 Junior's 10-lap shootout coming up next.
Cat food marketing. $9.99 a month.
Dude, Caleb, wake up. Dude, we're live in 5 minutes. Let's go. Come on. What are you doing?
Dude, I'm so sorry. Xander had me in a cat food marketing meeting till like 2 a.m. last night.
Come on, man.
Do you have anything I can drink?
Dude, I got the perfect thing for you. Perico. It's a healthy energy drink alternative.
Perico, non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher, magnesium, B12, B6,
Yeah, it's good.
B5, biotin, and zero sugar? Pericazo! Try Perico, made with natural ingredients, organic caffeine, and supports your metabolism. Try the new official energy drink of Kart Chaser.
Hey guys, I'm Chris G. I'm Kart Chaser's driver fitness coach, and today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to strengthen your shoulders for more endurance and better stability in the cart. Here we go. Okay, so exercise number 1 is the front rope pull-through cable raises. Okay, now this is the upright cable row. What you are doing here is you're picking a straight bar, as you see, and we're working the side areas of our shoulders, the medial. Exercise number 3, the dumbbell shrugs. As you guys can tell, I like to pause at the top before releasing. It's great for your strength, for that wheel stability. It's great for those shoulders and that upper back area. Chris G coaching, race-ready training that carries into real life. That's what we do here. See you on the next one.
So the outlap underway here for the X30 Junior Saturday Night Shootout to set the stage and set the tone for the X30 pros that are beginning to form up on the grid. Travis Pettit got the pole in qualifying, so he'll start alongside Nathan Golsat. Then it'll be Marco Samet, Nico Katowski, Ashton Woon, Parker Ives, Tristan Murphy, Arthur Barb, Josh Bergman, and Benja Fernandez rolling from the rear. We're ready to go. 10 drivers, 10 laps, $1,000 once again on the line. X30 Junior style, we are underway as they rocket down to turn 1.
Already in drafting formation as they snake down that back straightaway. Travis Pettit a little bit high in that corner, but he's able to hang on to the lead.
Oh, they are pushing and shoving there. Nathan Golseth right to it to get the lead. And they were all stacked up behind Pettit. Let's see if Pettit tries to give it back. He gets into him a little bit there in 11. Roots Golseth up the track. He's got a nose down low. And he'll have an answer right back for him. Marco Samet now trying to follow to get into second. Up the hill, they all scatter and get back into line over through 3.
Pettit's had the speed all afternoon, so you know he has slight target on his back, and these drivers know their chance to get him out of the lead and not have this $1,000 bonus is to maybe scramble him into the back of the pack, but he is showing His strength right now is they're getting off course.
Marco Samet made that pass stick on Nathan Golseth, but he dropped a tire. Ashton Woon now up to second. Teammate Nathan Golseth into third as he tries to blend there. Samet behind him. 2 down. Fighting further back. Bergman putting the bumper to Parker Ives and roots him up and out of the way. And that allows Arthur Barb to get by. But now you got teammates in second and third, so they're going to try and probably work together to keep Travis in their sights. Ashton Woon had a stunner under the lights last year in the shootout races. He's trying to have rekindle that magic again, along with his teammate Nathan Golseth. As they climb the hill, this will put 3 down. Pettit with a little breathing room, but it is going to evaporate. Still only 3 car lengths out in front, and he knows they are pushing hard to get to him.
Yeah, these 2 teammates have an advantage of being the only 2 teammates that are teamed up right now, so they're able to work together and try and track down Travis Pettit for the lead. As you see a change for 4th position there. That is Tristan Murphy moving into the 4th position.
Big time slider to get it done, and it kind of tripped them up as Fernandez wanted to follow to go by Marco Samet. He couldn't do it. Murphy, though, is up there, and Pettit knows he's outnumbered right now, 2-1. Woon looking low. Golseth to the high side. Furled black to someone in the middle there. Looked like it might have been Samet or Barb. 4 down, 6 to go. Stacking them up.
They've got the bumper to him. Ashton Woon's got the bumper to Travis
he crossed
Pettit.
him over. He's got him to the inside. Oh! Contact.
And Pettit's going to have marbles. He went way up in the marbles, and he's getting way
he'll get
shuffled
here,
back.
But he had the inside back in the concrete. Fernandez in the dirt. Barb in the dirt. Pettit to 5th.
Now, if you're Pettit, you just want to get some clean corners here.
And now Nathan Golseth. All right, job done. You helped get your teammate to the lead. Now, when do you, if you can get to him, pull the trigger for yourself to try and get the win?
Pettit's dropped all the way to 7th place in just 1 lap.
He's still under fire back there. He's having to protect for everything he's got just to survive. He hasn't had a single moment to clean everything back off and reset. Marco Samet now trying to move up the board. He gets to 3rd.
Now, if it comes down to it, how hard do you race a teammate for $1,000?
I don't know. Both of them would love to have the top dog honors inside the tent, but Nathan's got to get there first. He doesn't have any help right now, and Ashton Woon and him, I'm sure, are on very similar setups, very similar gearing. So without any help to push him back up to Ashton, it'll be that much tougher to just close the gap here because
he needs Marco Samet to come up right behind him, maybe give him a little bit of help. But I don't think Marco is there yet. Maybe through this, there they are. They're right there now.
Yeah, but you can see Marco had a shallower run in that turn 5 area, so it kind of compromised the exit. He's trying to eat up all he can and then lean on the draft to pull him the rest of the way. I mean, they're inching closer, but that was dead knots even.
They're also running out of laps. 3 to go already.
And it was 3 thousandths to the better for Ashton Woon to Golseth. But this time, he's going to lose his spot. He doesn't want to give it up, but he's out in the high side marbles, and on goes Marco Samet. Samet now to 2nd.
Now does Samet have enough time with coming to 2 to go?
He needs a perfect run here. He needs a perfect lap right here. He's got a little bit of space to do it. Momentum on his side. 2 laps to go. He's closing. That was a huge lap out of Marco. And Woon lost a little time. He picked up almost 3 tenths. He's closing tremendously. Brandon Jarsakrak racing 2nd. Ryan Perry Motorsport in 3rd. Pettit still trapped behind Nico Katowski in 6th.
Samet is there. He is there. We'll see if he's able to put anything together.
Pettit able to make the pass back for 5th. Samet is close. He can take his time. He doesn't need to rush this here. And if you're Ashton Woon, your best chance might be to back him into Tristan Murphy, but they've got a gap. It's almost a 2nd.
Keep your eye on this back straightaway here.
He crosses him up a little, but he didn't get there in time. He'll go to the outside. Tucks in.
It's tough to make an outside pass on that corner there, but he might cross him over here.
He's going to probably try to set up for the crossover, maybe around the outside, move to the concrete. But it's such a long corner, he didn't get it done. Last turn, last lap, $1,000 on the line. Samet to the high side, rips the high side still with the momentum. He gets spun across the line. Oh no, Marco Samet.
He tried everything.
I
didn't think the high side was going to work.
What will the officials say there? Marco Samet, he was nosing ahead. He was going to get the win. Ashton Woon provisionally gets the checkers. Tristan Murphy, if they penalize Woon for that, would get the win. If not, he'll get credit with second. Look at this. Salmon outside, trying to get back on the track. Oh, man.
We talked about it. It's so you have to get back down before that concrete runs out, and they just ran out of room.
Crazy, crazy ending here to X30 Junior. Again, results provisional, folks, as they cross the timing loop. Marco Samet, 0-0, sadly, in the last 50 feet. He was all the way in front, and that's what turned him. Had they been nose-to-nose and even, they probably would have bounced off each other, but side pod to tire, and he ends up backwards, watching the field cross the line. Woon, the provisional winner, as they cross the loop. Murphy second, Pettit back up to third, as he was struggling to rebound after getting eaten alive by the pack.
But no shame on Samet there. Yes, he finished 10th, but I mean, he went for it, and that's what you want to see in an event like this.
Yeah, he laid it all out there. So we'll wait and see what the scales are, but as we saw it across the line, elbows out, Ashton Woon, your provisional winner. Down to you, Grace.
Yeah, Ashton, there was some pretty hard racing in that shootout. How was that for you?
It was pretty good. I knew how to really push up to the front, and if I got in front and I defended, I knew I'd be really good and hopefully cause some chaos behind me. And I really just needed to focus forward, and I did, and then it was pretty good.
And what were your thoughts about that last lap there?
It was pretty good. He caught it really fast, which was kind of insane. But I know he was on the outside. He went in the dirt, and I think his cart got bounced up and went in front of mine. But, you know, it's racing.
We still have some pending tech, but who do you have to thank to help you get to the shootout today?
I think my mom, my dad, my sister, Speed Concepts Racing, all my sponsors, and anybody who supports me.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So again, Ashton Woon, big time performance here, and he and Marco Samet were laying it all on the line all the way to the end with a $1,000 check awaiting. They're probably still deliberating a little more on it, but a crazy, crazy finish here for the second shootout of the night.
Ashton brought up a good point, though. He did go in the dirt, so we'll see what the officials declare on that. But, wow, what an amazing race.
Again, going outside on your own risk, hanging it out there. But the X30 Pro division is ready to go, and they've got a lot to live up to here with everything that we just witnessed already. We'll be right back here with more.
This is Henry. Henry feels sad. Henry feels sad because it's time for his next big race and his go-kart is in bits. Henry doesn't know that Acceleration Kart Racing is the United States' #1 shop for all of your karting equipment needs. Henry also doesn't know that Acceleration Kart Racing can deliver anything from tires to race suits and even wheels directly to your front door or to the racetrack itself quickly and efficiently, with tech support available 6 days a week. Poor Henry doesn't even know that Acceleration Kart Racing offers free shipping to mainland USA on selected product if you spend $200 or more. Do yourself a favor. Go to accelerationkarting.com and make sure that you are never left stuck on the pre-grid with Henry. Be smart and don't be like Henry.
Karting isn't just speed. It's control, precision, freedom. At Atlanta Motorsport Park, Kart Freedom isn't just a team. It's where drivers are made.
Welcome to the future of kart race preparation. Kart Sim Pro North America. Featuring laser-scanned North American kart circuits and precision-tuned kart physics developed using real telemetry, dyno and tyre data, Kart Sim Pro North America delivers the most advanced and realistic kart simulation experience available today. Whether you're training for race day, refining your lines, or shaving tenths off your personal best, Kart Sim Pro gives you pro-level insight without leaving your home. Trusted by world champions, coaches, and karting enthusiasts alike, this is where virtual practice translates into real-world performance. Experience the thrill, the challenge, and the edge. Kart Sim Pro North America. Use code CHASER20 to get 20% off today.
Hi, I'm Jackson with Alpha Race Hub. Alpha is an all-in-one motorsports software solution that can solve all the software problems you need for your track, facility, or series. Alpha can cover all your software bases, from online registration, digital e-waivers, a proprietary timing and scoring software, incident management, automated points tabulation, tire and barcode scanning. We even have our own mobile timing app and rental kart activity management software. If you're looking to consolidate your motorsports software solutions, reach out to us at alphatiming.co.uk.
Hey guys, another Kart Chaser Driver Fitness episode with me, Chris G. Today, I'm going to show you how to protect those ribs in the seat. We're doing core. Exercise number 1 is the bench leg raise. Controlled all the way down, full range of motion. Make sure you pick up that tailbone off the pad. Coming down, controlling. Great for the lower abdomen area and obliques. Floor slider mountain climbers, exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, the plate-loaded decline bench sit-up. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chris G Coaching, race-ready training that carries into real life. That's what we do.
Champions aren't just born on the kart track. At SimShop, we deliver professional-grade simulators with the best performance-to-price ratio in the industry. Founded by racers who understand what you need, our SimMagic and Moza equipment is powerful enough for the pros, yet affordable for everyone. With unmatched customer support and a thriving community, we're your racing partner. Visit simshop.com today.
Gee, looks like we're missing the engine. What the hell am I supposed to tap?
What do you mean? It's my Greyhound. It's all I need.
Where's the rest of it?
It doesn't matter. It's a Greyhound.
You gotta make way. Okay, you're good.
I'm sitting by here with Kyle, our race winner. Tell me how you did it. You were blazing fast out there, and I mean, you don't even have a go-kart, man. Tell me about it.
Yeah, you know, Norberg, Schmorberg, the Greyhound-powered Greyhound was great today. You know, it makes the difference. And the team's been working really hard back at the shop, and, you know, just shout out Greyhound.
Thank you, Kyle. How the did you just win?
Doesn't matter. It's a Greyhound.
We are here with our current provisional winner, Tristan Murphy. Tristan, tell me about that race for you.
It was just catching up from my mistakes in the quali, starting 7th, just trying to get back up there. It's hard trusting anyone to push or defend, so yeah.
And you were telling me last year you participated in this race and got hurt by the lack of penalties, but provisionally, the penalties are helping you out in this one. How does that feel?
Feels great. Last year it was like reduced penalties, so you could really do whatever you want. And this year it's more regulated, so it's more fair racing.
Well, it's not set in stone, but as for right now, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, as you guys can see on the Perico countdown to green, just about 10 seconds left on the unofficial clock we have before we get practice underway on this super speedway outer loop. First time we've done it with the far cut through. 7 turns. We took you through it earlier tonight. 15 drivers on the list for X30 Pro. Joining me in the booth while Brett Baldeck heads down to join Grace for interviews in between during the 10-minute work windows. Weston Workman and AJ Myers. Weston, thanks for joining. AJ, you as well. We've been looking over the grids, looking over the layout, and AJ, I'll let you be the first one to break down a little bit of our Kart Class track preview. Your first thoughts here coming to mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight race. I don't think anyone can break away on this kind of track. It's a super speedway. Turn 5 there, that's your tight corner on the track. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some good racing. Hopefully no breakaways, and we'll see what happens.
Weston, we were breaking down the finish of the junior race too. What are your thoughts?
On the track?
Track, racing, what can we expect?
Well, the track here, I mean, it like AJ said, it's obviously a super speedway, right? We've got some long straightaways in here, one big braking zone in turn 5. We're going to see a lot of passes into there. Going to be some big drafts down the front straightaway and the back straightaway for some passing as well. So, like AJ said, nobody's going to break away here, so I think we're in for a good night of racing.
Now, you both have enough shootout experience here. We've seen over the years plenty of guys doing exactly what we're seeing on screen now, waiting on the grid, let everybody else kind of clear a path on the racetrack and scuff the tires in. With a layout this simple, AJ, I'll pose it to you first. Are you content to completely blow off the practice and save new sets of tires for the heat?
Yeah, I mean, last night I wasn't forward thinking at all. I just went out when the green flag went and came in. I'm like, wait, my tires are getting cold now. So yeah, I think the guys waiting are smart, and yeah, you don't want too many laps and burn those tires up.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. I didn't even think about that, the heat factor. I always thought the guys going out at the back were more so just waiting for everybody else to clear off the new cut-through. But, yeah, if you go out and you do your 3 or 4 scuff-in laps right now like Caleb and Adam are doing, you're sitting and letting the tires cool down for an extra 5 minutes while everybody else goes out and heats them up at the last second. That's a good point. And they're certainly scuffing them in as slow as possible here right now. We're not getting any kind of accurate read. I think, though, Weston, that, like, you'd want to be out with a couple people or at least have a game plan to try and go at 2 different gears to see.
For sure, yes. You know? I think that there's a big advantage going out around a lot of other people, right? Like, you can find the gear, you can find where you're better than others, find where you're slower, and you can see a lot of these guys, they're taking it slow where they know the track at, but I think we're going to see a lot of guys in this new section here take it a little bit faster and see where that braking zone is and see how much speed they can roll through there. But, yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of these guys are going to take it pretty easy around 11, turn 1, all the corners that they already know.
Yeah, probably just try to at least get a good exit out of 1 so you get still a good run down the back. But more than anything, like you said, take it fast through that cut through, see how much teeth you can take off the rear sprocket.
Yep.
And how aggressive of a swing you want to go at it.
And with these soft tires, too, you definitely don't want to burn them off just trying to learn the track. You want to save as much tire as you can for the final race tonight.
AJ, you've been a little more in tune than Weston has. To be fair, your pit's a little closer to the grid, so it makes sense you get to watch a few more of the sessions. But as we were talking, class of the field so far this weekend has been between the likes of Buddy, Joe Turney, Paulie Massimino, and James Overbeck. This layout's going to throw a curveball at him, but where's your money at?
I mean, you got the experience in Paulie and Joe. Overbeck, he's been really fast today, so he'll be a wild card for sure. Does anyone want to put an elbow out to one of these guys and really make someone else get the shot there? That's what we're going to have to see if someone else gets some elbows out.
Yeah, they're going to have a chance at it. If you got any kind of horsepower, you're going to be in the fight, or if anything, even what we saw in the Mini Swift race, it won't take much to stack everyone back up in one big group. I mean, last night with the tighter layout that you both were on, AJ, you obviously got burned by it in the main. It was much easier to be able to hold the pack at bay. I don't think it's going to be that easy tonight.
Yeah, no, you could block white line last night easily enough. Tonight, yeah, you block into 1, you're compromising the 3, you're compromising the 3, you're compromising the 4. So there's a lot of spots where you block once, yeah, you might be compromised after that. So more goes into it.
And last year, right, we compare last year to, again, looking at what we just saw in X30 Junior. Penalty took away the win there in that one, but then last year, Gus Lawrence defended a lot of the race, even had one moment where he almost chop-blocked Austin Garrison to hold the lead, and on the last lap, he actually got rooted out of the way by Gaffera. Then DeTulio got Caleb, and then Caleb moved him out of the way. So as a driver going in, now you've seen kind of some penalties go, some go. I know you guys have been in the drivers' meetings that we saw happening earlier. You both were a part of it last night. So as a driver, when you see the different results from race control and then you get the word on the grid of what the shootout's going to be and where the rules are, I mean, Weston, you're smiling at me. So, like, where do you feel like you line on the grid, you're like, all right, I can do this, but I cannot do that? Do you have an idea?
From the driver's perspective, that doesn't go through your head, right? Like, all that's going through your head is that money at the end of the night, that $4,000. Nobody's thinking about what you can and can't do, right? You're going to do everything in your power to win. So depending on how they call penalties here, I don't think it's going to matter. Everybody's going to drive the exact same. We're going to see some people be aggressive. We're going to see some people be conservative. You know, it's going to be very interesting tonight.
Now, we're not getting, obviously, a lot of speed out of anyone. The quickest has been Enzo Vidmontien. He'll pull it in here. He's done the most so far, 5 laps. But I think that was still just not much quicker, if at all, than what the juniors did. And I'm going to take a look at where they ended up in the clean laps that they did in their qualifying session as the last couple get going. The BJR boys, they're still waiting. All 3 of their entries have yet to turn a lap. Blake Nash is on his 5th right now. Only 2 laps for Davin Roberts, and he pulled it in. Here's a look down on the grid. Stanfield, Pauly, Overbeck, and now they're going to roll.
We're going to have to wait for some action here.
Yeah. Not, to be honest, you know, bringing you guys in for the practice session here, if we were on a different layout, there might be a little more to be able to analyze and break down. But, yeah, not a lot of action yet, AJ. I apologize.
No, all good. We see Overbeck out here. Yeah, we'll see if he pushes at all.
And, two, I mean, on the different tire compound, you know, they just had, for one, the track obviously cooled down for the last 20 minutes. Weston, you've got a lot of experience. AJ, I know you've run a handful of club races here. Weston, you grew up racing here, so you know this place inside and out of what it does from day to night. And when it has basically nothing on it for a little bit and the temp's cool, I mean, what is it like out there? What was it like for you guys last night?
Yeah, you kind of get this on top of the track feeling, right? Like you never feel like you're really cutting. You're not inside of the track yet. And I think it's going to take a little bit tonight to get some rubber on it, get it grooved in, especially the new cut through. Nobody's ever ran this layout before, at least to my knowledge. So it'll definitely be interesting. And also to see how they adjust their setups tonight, right? Because like I said, you're on top of the track. So are you boosting tire pressures? Are you adding grip to the kart? You know, it's the BJR guys over there are very smart. So I'm sure they're gonna make some adjustments and they'll be at the top of the time charts here.
And they're only going to have a little bit to get to it. Just about 1:10 left on the time charts here. As we take a look back at Dalton Haynes coming across the line, he'll clock into 3rd on that lap. Looks like Stanfield by himself again. You would think the teammates would want to go out all together to get a visual read too. I'm sure they brought the data station and everything to be able to overlay it, so maybe that was equally the idea, but
we're talking the pro class here. These guys know how to feel a go-kart, know how to feel their engine. So, I mean, if you can't feel a go-kart at this point,
yeah, you probably shouldn't be out there here for the All-Star Shootout. That's for sure.
And this is very smart by them, to AJ's point, right? They're going to have as much heat in their tires as possible going into this first heat. So this will be very interesting to see how quickly they fire off here in the first heat. And then they also know what a fast lap time is, right? If they stayed in, they know what everybody ran, and they're going to have heat in their tires. So this is very smart from the BJR crew.
Yeah, just barely. Stanfield barely did anything. He's on one right now. Pauly looks like he's coming in. It looks like command was just go out of the pits, do a sighting lap. And I wonder too about holding the carts close to the chest, right? Because you guys both know you can set the microns to see that rolling lap time, so you can see what you were doing or if a corner was better or worse, and still not put the full lap together to show it off to the field. Because that's what we've got here. It's Enzo Vidmontien is our quickest from the quick sighting session. Probably the least amount of practice usage I think we'll see all year long of any of the events that we cover. So the viewers at home, we still have no idea. This is hardly anything close to an accurate read. Joe Turney, 14th to 15th. I think this might be the only time we get to see that.
3.5 seconds, Joe? Come on, do better.
But again, you can see, same with those boys all breaking it down here. And again, for everyone watching at home, this is your first time watching the SimCraft X30 Pro Shootout. Part of the wait is they'll have to roll through the scales, and then the 10-minute will start. We'll go down to the scales as they get ready to roll, and with the session coming to a close.
Yeah, we got the camera. West Palm. It's like 30 minutes from. I thought you were in US. No, not anymore. I just name the stuff.
Alcohol and IV.
Bro, we're chopped.
That's the way to do it. Hey, how'd the rear feel?
Good. I can get like another 410s out.
We only did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we needed. 3. They did 5. Yeah. You got better tires.
Dalton did 5 as well.
Yeah, his quick lap was
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to light the thing back on fire? Get on
Enzo, you were the fastest out in practice. How does that have you feeling going into these heats?
It feels really good. I think I did like one more lap than everyone else. I just wanted to feel it out, but yeah.
And after the last shootouts, what are you going to change for this tonight?
Stop being scared and have fun and be aggressive.
Well, there you go. Good luck.
You.
And I'm
Up with James Overbeck. He's over here talking to some of his crew. We'll come over here. And James, you were fast last night. Didn't go your way. So how do you approach the race tonight totally differently?
Yeah, first I got to give a huge shout out to all these BJR guys. And everyone from Jonathan, Smiles, Robbie at BBS, Chad, Brandon. I mean, we literally, Aiden. I mean, we had everyone to help fix our car for today. And man, they did such an awesome job. We had a really fast piece today in both classes, not just K and X30 as well. So hopefully we're getting this X30 thing figured out more and more. I feel like every time I'm out there. But hopefully we don't tear up another kart tonight. But same thing, just want to go have fun. That's the main goal of it, right? Trying to have fun out there, do what we can. Yeah, just have fun, like I said.
And then we know this is a super speedway style setup here. So I want to put a scenario in your head. You're second with 3 laps to go. Do you wait to make that move, or do you make it immediately, or do you want to wait till the final lap?
I think there's so many different scenarios. I feel like everyone could be really bunched up, or one person could get away. So it really all depends. But I think it's going to be a really close race. I think everyone's going to be really stacked up. And I always try to think, Mike Doty told me always know who you're driving or know who you're racing against. So I kind of got a plan, depends on who's around me, what their habits are, and just try and go from there. So there's so many different scenarios, you can't really plan something out in advance.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Here with Jacob Kolar. Jacob, we were just talking, this weekend hasn't been ideal for you, and you've got some high expectations, I'm assuming, coming into this shootout. What are you thinking?
I think we have a good chance. I mean, yeah, this weekend, a lot of bad luck. Just can't really make it through the first lap clean. I think if we do that, we'll be fine, and we've been pretty strong all week. I mean, till Friday, we haven't been too strong, but now we're really fast.
And I'm looking over at your go-kart. There's not a finger touching it. Are you feeling confident?
I feel really confident, yeah. I think layout looks cool. I think we'll be fast, and I think everything will shake out.
Awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Here with Davin Roberts. And Davin, we saw you a little bit earlier today have an unfortunate ending to some of your races. How does that have you feeling going into the shootout?
You got to put that aside whenever you're doing these shootouts because, I mean, anything can happen. So you could come from last and win the race. So it really doesn't matter what happened today. We're just going to put our head down and see what happens for this X30 Pro shootout.
And you were telling me earlier that you were really wanting this really bad. So how are you going to make it happen?
I don't really know yet. They're going to be following normal rules, so I don't think it's going to be as crazy as last year, but we'll see. Who knows? It may be crazy again.
And the track has gotten a lot colder since you were out there earlier. How are you feeling that's going to affect your driving?
I mean, me being a little bit taller in the car, I think it's going to help me. Whenever I went out there for the warm-up, it was definitely really, really free. So we'll see how it does.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Down here with our fan vote winner, Alex Sandfield. You're in the booth last night, I know. Now you're down on the racetrack. So first, did you learn anything from the booth last night that you can apply to the race?
Keeping the nose clean is the biggest thing I saw. I mean, we're starting 14th for the first one, so I'll just kind of hopefully watch the race unfold and just try to make up a little bit of the positions. Yeah.
And what are your thoughts about this layout? High speed, not very technical. So do you have the speed in the race car?
I think we do. Yeah. I mean, we did 3 laps in the warm up, and we feel pretty confident. So. Yeah, I mean, it's a fast track. There's probably going to be a lot of white lining in the front. You know, it's kind of like Talladega out there. So we'll see what happens.
And real quick before you get back out there, fan vote winner, were you expecting that?
No, I wasn't. It was really close, apparently. So I'm just happy for everyone that voted for me. So, yeah, thank you guys.
Congratulations on that win, and good luck for the win tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dalton, you had a pretty unfortunate ending. Oh, unfortunate ending in some of your heats last night with the shootout. I seemed a little frustrated with your performance, but you were pretty fast during our practice today. How does that have you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we had engine issues in KA all weekend. We're going to park it for the final tomorrow. We're not going to run KA. We just haven't been able to figure out how to get it running right, and we can't change engine again, so we're going to park it. But X30's always been the main focus for me. It's always been my strong suit. I've always been good at saving tire, and we're feeling really confident in this. I think we messed up the setup a little bit in the superheat for X30, but the Speed Labs racing engine, Burrell is a ripper. So I think once we get the setup right, we're going to rip.
All right, so now that you've got a changed mindset, you're fixated on the X30 stuff, how is this going to change your mindset? Are you going to be more focused in?
Yeah, absolutely. We're starting piece 6, I believe, in the final tomorrow, so I'm really focused for that. I know Paulie and Turney and Overbeck have really, really put it together this weekend. Just hoping that I can put it together as well. And this is a good test to see where I fare out against those guys tonight. With the setup right, everything feels good. We were P2, so I'm optimistic. The team's optimistic. My brother, thankful to him and thankful to Nicholas Kiefer and obviously Mark Steele for putting this together. So we're going to see what we can do, and I'm going to see if I can win it for him.
Let's see what you got. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bro, they didn't have the fucking cone down. Look at the
Engine's fired up. We heard from a few drivers there, and even for us in the booth, it's still a relative unknown at this point. What do you see, AJ?
I thought I saw him wearing my helmet. I thought Antonino put my helmet on. Did he? I'm out there. Boys, I'm racing.
Oh, are you serious?
Boys, I'm out there.
No way.
That's me. Check me out.
That's a first. I don't think we've ever had anything. The closest we've had is when Dalton's tried to steal my suit. He's done it like 3 times.
Yeah, no, he was looking for a visor. Didn't have it. I'm like, yeah, bro, my helmet's right there. You can use it if you need it. And I guess, yeah, he chose to use it.
Okay, we'll mark that as a kart chaser first. We have a driver in the booth and on track at the same time.
I will live through this kid.
Let's take it through the lineup here, folks. Heat 1 for the SimCraft X30 Shootout. Enzo Vidmontien drew the pole. He'll go to the rear for Heat 2 with Paulie Massimino alongside. Jacob Kolar and Davin Roberts on row 2. Blake Nash, Joe Turney, Colin Lloyd, and Dalton Haynes smack dab in the middle for both of their heat races, trying to fight their way out of the Hornet's Nest with Chase Gassie at lead and Caleb Gaffera. And then the back of the field, BJR's Overbeck and Stanfield on the outside. Antonino, you're rolling 11th here for Heat 1. AJ will get 5th in the next one. Alexander Vanchev, Adam Brickley. Oh, this will be something here, folks. A super speedway. We have run a similar batch of layouts over the years in KA Senior, but we have never had a layout this wide open, this fast, this much straight line in X30 Pro in the 5-year history of this event, the 6th running of the X30 Shootout. Paulie Massimino won the first one. He won last night. He's got a $1,000 bonus on the line on top of the $5,000 if he somehow finds a way to sweep it. He's on the front row on the outside in the blue and white. And then on the left is Enzo Vidmontien. We're ready to go for the first of 3 races tonight. 10 laps for Heat 1 and X30. And here we go. We're underway down to turn number 1. And as they jockey up the hill and get up to full song, a decent start. The field's together. Full speed down the backstretch. One off. Chase Gassie at lead. Dirt tracking it on the hill. Out of turn number 3. And then right here, here's where we'll get tight. Already a huge lead for Enzo. Davin Roberts gets away. Nice. Blake Nash into 3rd. 3 wide. Further back will bring the first lap 2 ahead here, fellas. They've made it through 1. 1 lap in.
You saw the cold tires going into 1. I think Kolar plowed really bad. He's there looking back. Yeah, big gap up front.
Joe Turney and Paulie Massimino going by there. That was on Kolar still as he drops back 3. Look at the dust cloud from still the remnants of that first lap. Oh, Turney into the back of Paulie a little bit there. And now through the infield hairpin. He lost a little bit, cut him a break there. Going back up the hill.
Joe, something happened to Joe, lost Paulie.
Yeah, I don't know if he cut him too much of a break after getting into him or he just didn't get through the concrete good, but 2 down, spread out more than we thought, blocking further back. Oh!
Yeah, definitely spread out way more than you thought. The first 2 are just big gaps.
And that one, oh, 1 off, top of the hill. You're off, AJ,
I'm off.
I think.
Come on, boys, put it on the track.
No. John Antonino, dirt tracking it in turn 3.
It's the first race. We'll come back from this.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is spaced out a lot more than we thought. I think because you have to carry so much momentum around this track that if you get blocked or parked anywhere, you lose the guy in front of you. So big lead for Vidmontien here.
I think he's holding it well. His speed's holding up.
Here's Gassie at lead with a move. Overbeck, Stanfield. First couple of laps in, biggest movers. Vanchev up from 13th.
Paulie's making the inroads.
Little bit. Last time by, he had a 10th up on Vidmontien, 2 up on Roberts. So he's starting to get going now. Blake Nash looked good behind him after slotting back, or I thought for a moment. I'm wrong.
Turn 11. There it is.
Yeah, I think last night with the blocking was more white lining, and blocking tonight is just pure pace right now.
And that's only until we get to the leader, right? We've seen Enzo Vidmontien be more than happy to take it to all you vets here, AJ. I'm sure when they get to his doorstep here in a couple laps, if they do, he won't mind defending like this.
Yeah, I think the key here is no one's really making the inroads. I think Paulie's the one that's going to be able to catch him if he can get through Roberts.
This lap will be the big tell. How much quicker does he go with the toe off him as Haynes now gets onto the back of Nash. Halfway already. Enzo at a flat. Flat for Roberts, 0.2 better for Paulie, 32.83. Almost as fast as some of the shortest tracks on the NASCAR circuit.
There it goes.
Nice and easy. Davin's going to let him have it.
With Massimino to P2. He's going to start to run down Vidmontien here. He was 1.5 back 2 laps ago. Then it went down to 1.1. Now we're less than a second away from Vidmontien. I wouldn't be surprised if Paulie catches Vidmontien here before this race is over. And it's only 10 laps here, short heat races here. So it's get or be got, right? Short races, you got to get everything you can get to try to maximize your points for the starting position in the final.
I think everyone other than Enzo is hoping that Enzo gets caught and we see some racing go down.
Yeah, I know that's what we're banking on here. Let's get some excitement going. These shootouts have been all too tame here, at least so far in heat number 1. It certainly wasn't tame last night, but last time by, Paulie got another 2 tenths lopped off from 9 tenths down to 7 with the pass made on Davin. He'll get into draft range here right as we get to the end of it. The back of the field's certainly been wild. Looks like you picked up a couple spots there, AJ. Get back up the board a little.
We passed Overbeck. Overbeck's one of the fastest guys out there usually today.
Yeah, he's been struggling, he and Stanfield both. And their teammate is a rocket ship. That was another 10th taken off. If he gets into the draft, he'll be really good.
Yeah, coming, what are we, 2 to go or 1 to go coming?
2 to go. Working on lap 8 right now as Turney pulls up to the back of Davin Roberts.
It's looking like a Turney and Massimino showdown in the final based on these lap times.
It might be. It might be. Let's see. It was just over 5 tenths. Another 10th and a quarter. He still needs more. We know the draft will accelerate it as they get closer up. Down the board, Blake Nash is starting to roll. He got down to a 7 that time, closing up back towards Turney. He was slow to start. But that blue machine's looking good. So is this one. Vanchev up, and look at this.
The biggest battle for the last spot on the track, baby. Let's go. Block.
This is a grudge match back here. Oh! Contact everywhere but for the big paying spots. 1 lap to go. Here we go, something up front. Roberts protecting. Oh, and Overbeck got sent.
Overbeck off.
Well, he went from second to last, so not a lot lost.
And that was all again way back here. It'll be a close one for third. I think Paulie's just going to come up shy.
Holding up 4 go-karts here.
Again, brake checks.
Turney with his hand up.
Yeah, not happy about it.
I've never seen that. Turney's pretty calm, so he wasn't too happy with Roberts there. Here he goes, down the inside, move Turney to P3.
And that'll do it. Checkers out. Vidmontien wins it over Massimino.
Nash.
Wow.
And Roberts down to 6.
Wow.
Well, he closed the door.
Yeah, he parked it on the run into turn 5 and then left it wide open there in the last turn.
A lot of stuff went down. I don't know if I understand what all went down.
And that's how it goes here in these shootouts. These are short races, right? Everybody's bunched up. If you get passed by 1 go-kart, you lose your momentum. 3 others go by. You blow your doors off, right? So that was an interesting first heat there, and I think we're going to see that coming into this next heat as well.
I'm with you guys. That was probably the weirdest shootout heat race I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, you called me in to announce this one. I was expecting action, Xander. You called me in for the
I don't
the
know,
dud.
man. We need to do something about your luck at this place here. I bring you in the booth, there's no excitement. You go out on track, there's too much excitement around you.
Yeah, sometimes it's my fault, sometimes it's not. You know, we make our own luck sometimes.
Here's a look at the replay. Oh, well.
Oh.
Gassy
Oh.
lead. Oh, man.
That looks a little guilty.
Yeah, that might have been a message sent.
Oh.
I think message was received by the Overbeck camp about that one.
Maybe James just wanted to save some tire.
And then right here, yeah, I'm with you, Weston. I don't think I've ever seen Turney do anything other than a wave by to someone. Most animated we've probably seen, JT.
He gave me a wave by today, and I couldn't even go by him.
That's a lot to break down. Chase Gassiet-Lee sending James Overbeck nearly into the pit lane. Contact between Davin Roberts and Joe Turney on that final lap. Eventually, Joe wins out on it. I wonder if he got a pushback. And then, yeah, Blake Nash, that's par for the course. This weekend, we've been talking about him all day long. Outside of 1 blemish, has basically had a perfect under-the-radar kind of weekend in both classes. Just hovering inside the top 10, not super slow, not super fast. And then here, fast enough to steal 3rd away. We'll go down to Grace and hear from him as we're done with our first heat race on the night. Grace, take it away.
Yeah, and Blake didn't even know that he got 3rd until you said it, Xander. So, Blake, tell me about that last lap and that entire heat as a whole.
Yeah, I'm still kind of learning the track. I had a good start and got up to 3rd right away. And then I was making mistakes in that new section that I never been on. So once Massimino and Turney got by me, I was just trying to take a deep breath and see what they were doing. And I started to figure it out at the end. And then when Turney got close enough to Davin to start battling, I kind of saw how it was going to pan out. You know, they were stacking up on each other and bumping each other, so I just set up wide. And then obviously they had a little bit of contact in that last corner, and I was able to get underneath both of them. So, yeah, good start.
All right, let's see what you can do in the next one.
Thank you.
What'd she do? Well, she lost brakes. Dude, no one gives a fuck about what she did on the racetrack. No,
I think we're getting a whole lot more extra. I don't know if they're talking about the race on track right now. Everyone's too happy, I think, too, after this race. You'd think there'd be a little bit more frustration.
Go a little further back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think James might be a little frustrated with that one.
Driver actually, like a girl that's hot is fast. Never. They're all.
Dude, we got to cut out of this, guys.
Yeah, this one's getting a little bit bad here. We'll get ready to keep it on going as we watch the last bit of the scales roll on through. For now, so far, so good in X30 Pro, at least for the front runners. Enzo Vidmontien with a full points all. Paulie Massimino, Blake Nash, Joe Turney, Caleb Gaffera will flip the order upside down as they roll through the scales here. We'll take this one moment. We'll take one final ad break for the night, and we'll come back after this, folks. 2 more races to go. Heat 2 and the main event for the SimCraft X30 Shootout coming your way here. The work window about to get started.
Hey, what's up, Caleb?
What's up, Brandon?
You sound defeated. Long day at the office?
Yeah, got stuck at a cat food marketing meeting for like 3 hours. I don't know a thing about cat food, and I don't even work in marketing. And then I got sent on a coffee run like I was some sort of intern. Then at the end of the day, when I want to go get gas, I just realized everything is so darn expensive nowadays, man.
Yeah, you got that right.
Like, do you have any idea how much we're spending on Netflix?
It's like $20 a month.
Do you know how much we're spending on cable?
That's like $50 a month.
But you know what isn't expensive?
Tell me.
Kart Chaser Premium. For only $9.99 a month, you can watch all the American karting action live from coast to coast. Subscribe and become a member today.
Macron Motorsports builds champions every day. Drivers who won on the world stage. The Tillotson T4 Series is pure spec racing. Same engine, same chassis. When you win, it's because you were the best that day. Your edge is not the kart. It's the setup, the strategy, and the race team. With our Arrive and Drive program, you simply bring your gear, we provide the equipment and the championship-winning support to every event. Stop wrenching, start racing. Your path to the T4 Nations Cup in Spain starts with us. For more information, contact us at macronmotorsports.net.
Are you ready to get behind the wheel? From Formula One to NASCAR and IndyCar, all the pros start here. For more information, check us out online at mcckarting.com or call us and go racing today.
It's not loud, but they can't hear what we're doing. Keep it steady.
Oh yeah, about that.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, how you doing there? Hi guys. Is that everyone with the curtain? Why do we have this? I don't know. Why do we have this?
Well, we are through mostly the scale lines for X30 Pro. The last little bit of chatter underway here, folks. We're getting ready to head down to pit lane. We'll hear from some of the drivers and their thoughts with the first race underway and in the books. And the work window now, I believe, just getting ready to get started for any changes. There, surprisingly enough, too, for a shootout race, wasn't too much damage besides some pushback bumpers that were deployed. If we go and check in on the official results here from heat number 1 with the clock getting ready to start. We'll see if any adjustments were made from the order that we showed you on screen. And for the moment, it doesn't look like we have anything posted to say that anything was different than what we witnessed. So we'll send it back down to Brett and Grace as they begin to get more of the aftermath. And starting it off, let's go down to the fastest kart towards the very end. Just came up 600 shy, Paulie Massimino.
Yep, Paulie, pretty solid heat for you. And you're going to be starting the next one second to last. How does that have you feeling?
Yeah, we'll see. I was just talking to James. He said it's a little tricky back there, so see what we could do. Kart feels good. Kart feels fast. Kind of wish I didn't get a little screwed on the start, but just seemed like mine didn't fire off, and then let too many people get down the inside. So try to do better on the next start and see how it goes.
And it's pretty clear that you're probably one of the most experienced drivers at this track. What would you say is the most challenging part about this configuration that we're doing tonight?
I'd say probably the straightaway, really. I mean, it just seems the most difficult to me. Yeah, that's really about it.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Down here with Alex Vanchev as he's looking at some tape on the computer. We'll get a quick word with him once he is done looking at some data on this laptop here. But the crew, you can see at the car right now, the crew is making, it looks like quite a bit of changes. Only minutes to get all of this work done. These crews don't have time to practice these changes. This is a unique event where they get this 10-minute clock where they can work on the car in between. But our camera guy, Will, is doing a good job getting the shots of some of the changes that they're making to the car.
Here with Caleb, and that was a pretty strong first heat for you. How are you feeling?
You know, we're out here ripping around Talladega Super Speedway, so it was going pretty good. I think we just need to take about like 6 teeth off and just do it for Dale. Let it rip. Fly the 3.
And how would you say that this shootout is in comparison to last year's?
Personally, I really like last year's because, you know, I mean, I won it. But we're just going to go out there and try to zig instead of zag, just so we don't get up in the wall somewhere.
There we go. I like it.
Thank you.
Well, I got to respect that. You always got to do it for Dale, Caleb.
Yeah, that's it's good to see someone with some smiles here. The pits aren't lively enough, I feel like, for the shootout so far. So,
boys,
somebody.
We're out here racing go-karts. Let's go have some fun out there.
Yeah. Let's make it a good time here. Let's see what else we got. Enzo Vidmontien's got drag on. Is that the cool or keep the motor hot at this point, you'd think?
Hot? I do need a bigger rack for that tire, though. Just the right front?
Yeah, that's probably not doing much. There you go. Clean it back off, Enzo.
Ooh.
He's balancing wheels, huh?
Yeah. Get some wheel weights out.
That's how you know the night's good. You're staring around, looking at everybody. That's probably I can only imagine that's got to be like the best feeling for a team to just be able to look at someone pitted right
See
next
that
to you
Kart?
thrashing.
They're looking confident. They ain't changing much.
No, doing a lot over here on the JT machine.
He was fast.
And he used that bumper pretty good.
You gotta use what you have. See it? Soften that baby up.
There we go. Let's send it on down to you, Brett. Back on the pit lane.
We were talking about there's a lot of people smiling down here. There's a clear difference in my mind between last night and tonight. There's a lot of serious drivers down here. We had 2 drivers that were actually watching video, didn't even have time to talk to us because they wanted to look at that video. And also, just looking at all these different crews, they're thrashing more than they did last night. I think a lot of them are making gear changes, but a noticeable difference after that first heat. We mentioned, there wasn't a lot of action in that heat, but I would tell you, a lot of drivers seem unhappy for whatever reason right now. We'll see if they feel that same way coming up in this second heat coming up in a few minutes.
Well, AJ Weston, I'm sure you guys can attest to that. There's nothing more frustrating than going out with a knife to a gunfight, power plant-wise. In that race, when they're strung out like that, you see someone start yarding you, it's probably pisses you off a little bit, huh?
Yeah, KA racing, there's nothing more painful than being slow. It's just painful.
So I bet that's part of it. Let's see, Chase Cassidy-Lee's machine. We saw the contact with James Overbeck in the last turn. But I don't feel like that's more of a replacement damage parts. If anything, they're making a change.
Yep, that's some tuning going on right there.
First bit of real chassis setup we're seeing. Everything else has been gear changes. But I think Brett's right on the money about how everyone wasn't happy enough that they weren't nearly as fast as they probably thought they could have been. Also, with how much draft here, it makes it that much harder to read into the lap times. I mean, Buddy, well, with your helmet, AJ, you were purple, actually, looking back at the results from that last heat.
John has been fast all day. He has not had the cleanest record. Has a little bit of the rookie in him maybe, but if he pieces it together, definitely got some potential there.
He was able to go.
Oh, my helmet was too big for me. Went back, boys.
Oh, no. He parked you.
That's 2 tenths down, boss. That's not good.
Well, you and Weston got that in common. 1 heat race and then done. Oh, sorry, is that too soon?
I think we're all laps up here after last night. It's all good.
So back to what he knows. I get maybe you just actually you might need to go check in that he didn't steal your clear visor. He might have just ripped it off your helmet there and put it on his.
Bill's in the mail.
Well, they're all down on grid earlier than we expected here, albeit this is our unofficial clock, so the official clock might be even closer on time than what we have, but gridded up in the inverted order from heat number 1. So there he is. Obviously, yeah, never mind. He's got a different branded helmet. He can't.
He's got his own helmet and he's got his own visor, so
he got something.
I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah,
I slowed him down out there.
Let's see if the new helmet, or back to the helmet that he has been wicked fast on today. Not that he wasn't fast in that last heat, brings Antonino some luck. Now to the middle, Caleb G. flying the 3.
Row the boat, baby.
Let's see it. Dalton Haynes alongside him, Colin Lloyd, and then back to the end of the grid here. Enzo Vidmontien. Vidmontien has a perfect score going in. He'll have a perfect view of the entire field from the back as the field gets flipped upside down for heat number 2 from that original grid at heat number 1. So Vidmontien to the tail. Adam Brickley, Alex Stanfield, Alexander Vanchev, James Overbeck getting to start towards the pointy end of the field here for heat number 2. 10 laps back up on the board. Antonino alongside Chase. Oh, man. Overbeck starts right in front of Chase again. You think they're done? Is that even?
There was no harsh words, so.
Yeah. I guess it'd be more juicy if it was the other way around, if James was starting right behind Chase for this one.
I think we're in for a little bit of a flip on the head, with this invert. I think some of the faster guys, like Paulie's in the back, Joe's not in the front. So, yeah, we're going to see a little flip.
And I feel like, too, and I think it goes even for the shootout races, that every race weekend that we have a calm start, a clean pre-final, it's almost like you're tense. Talking about Talladega, right? Like they say it's weird when the big one doesn't happen. You're almost waiting for it to happen all race. Then it does. Then it kind of tapers back down even if it gets crazy at the end. And I think the go-kart races, when you have 4 races or more over a weekend, are the exact same. That we have either we start off with a wreck-filled heat race or pre-final, and then it kind of calms down for the main, or we start calm like we did tonight, And maybe that means we're going to be in for a wild heat too. But like you pointed out, AJ, Pauly starting from the rear, Turney from the rear. Heat 1 winner, Enzo Vidmontian fully from the back of the grid. 10 laps again on the board. Adam Brickley on the left in the best kart. And on the outside, Alex Stanfield. We're ready for action. Heat 2 underway down at turn number 1. Let's see if they can all make it through as they're pushing and shoving going up the hill. Decent start. Everyone able to, oh no, Stanfield's off.
Spoke too early. DJR off.
Both of them.
Outside the front row right there.
Yeah, second and fourth on the racetrack, off and into the dirt. And it's Alex Vanchev that gets away with the lead. Antonino a little wide.
Caleb with a good start.
Yeah, Caleb up to third. Antonino alongside of Blake Nash fighting for fourth. He'll get it. Nash had to really get on the brakes just to avoid the wall. And now he's got Colin Lloyd looking on him. They're all stacked up behind as well, going up the hill through turns 1 and 2. Dalton Haynes blocking on Turney.
You see a crossover move here, yep.
Here comes the whole train back there as Brickley closes in on Vanchev. Sixth on back was all stacked up going down to the bowl that time. The leaders tightening a little bit. Let's see what this pack looks like here. Pauly and Joe got through. I think they all got through. Haynes back to fifth in that line, sixth.
Yeah, you block. I mean, it can catch you out really bad.
Earl Black for someone looked like Lloyd or Nash there.
Yeah,
two laps away. 8 to go.
It's all about blocking, but blocking at the right time. You see Vanchev left it open, but we'll see what happens after this.
We'll try to manage the clock, right? You boys got a little bit of a gap, but no, we're going to go right down to it.
Yeah, yesterday I had the lead. I got passed forward. I was like, well, crap, now they're white lining.
Yep.
And then you just got to find your way back to the front as we go.
That'll do it, but he overdid it. Now down the front stretch.
I like this. It's about to get interesting here.
Oh, man, this is real low for Buddy.
Antonino, get to the front, buddy. Come on.
All 6 of them now stacked up.
Fight for the lead here.
This will get close here. Look at Colin Lloyd trying to go around the outside. Too cold, man. Too dirty up there, but he's going to end up still okay. Here comes everybody else with a white liner now. We're all stacked up.
8-car, 9-car pack for the lead now here.
Now we're racing, boys.
But nobody able to get by. What can Buddy do down the front stretch? Antonino, he's pointing forward. You believe that?
Never trust that. Never trust that. I try to get people with that all the time. As soon as you open up, they'll fire on you.
Did he get him? Nope.
Not quite.
No overlap there.
We're white lining until it's a pass or crash.
Yeah, Vanchev now going to end up losing, maybe. No, he's got the inside on Lloyd.
Here, too wide through the new cut-through section. Nash gets under him.
Brickley's just hoping someone gets into Antonino, opens some space back up.
Yeah.
Caleb.
A crossover.
Caleb got the lead.
Oh, wow.
He's going to chop his nose. Caleb to the lead. Antonino, P2.
And back to the white line, boys, inside. Caleb blocked that corner.
Something just flew off somebody's cart there, right, going up the hill, too. 3 wide further back, Turney on the bottom, Brickley on the outside. Caleb Gaffera once again able to find his way to the lead with the pack stacked up, shades of last year, and look at them all.
This is what we wanted to see here.
And we still got 4 more laps just of this heat race. Brickley's blocking for third, though.
Defending.
We got a breakaway up the front.
Get her be got here.
Here comes Antonino. He's got the lead.
Vanchev through the P3.
Yes, sir. And that'll split them up more. Let's see if Vanchev keeps the blocking up or if he's going to leave it open.
At this point, if you're in first and second, you got to be happy with that result. You guys just got to bring it home at this point.
Yeah, it was. Both of them had decent opening heats, not terrible. Antonino still got back up to 10th. If he gets a win here, that probably put him in the first couple rows.
That was my exact result yesterday. Put you P4, P5, and that's a winnable place. The speed, look at that. We got this.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Blake Nash trying to fight to the bottom. Elbowing his way to the inside, making a gap between Roberts and Stanfield. That was hairy. Here's Pauly trying to go by.
Good move there. We saw Massimino and Turney together earlier laps in this heat race, but it seems like they got split up there. Massimino kind of got stalled out, and Turney was able to make a little bit of headway as Vanchev goes through the P2.
Yeah, Caleb seems to have fallen off the pace there. He seemed really fast at the beginning.
Well, let's talk about animated drivers. That's the most animated I've seen Alex Vanchev in a minute. He was about hand as high up as he could hold it, trying to tell Caleb, please give me a
Man,
chance.
this event brings you out of character, man. Same thing we saw in tourney in Heat 1. I've never seen him be that animated either. So this event brings out the emotions.
Yeah, you ride that high of adrenaline from that first practice session. It almost never stops with the gaps in between. All right, they're saying they're going to work together.
It's the last lap here.
Yeah, we're coming to the end of it anyway. I don't think they're going to get to him. John Antonino's got a hefty gap. Every point might matter, but at the same point, you don't really know what's going to be a safe spot on the start. Second and fourth was a terrible place to be in this heat race. So,
did we mention Turney at the DNF here?
His transponder didn't clock.
Okay.
He's yeah, I think they're trying to
I looked at
correct
the
that.
timing there. I was like, Turney in last? What's
No,
going
he's
on?
up to fifth. He's actually just tracking up to the back of this group. I don't know if he'll get to pick anyone off in the last turn. We'll see. Antonino's going to bring him to the line. He'll win the heat race. And again, we'll make it around with no real big moments. A couple pieces of tape flying off. Really, the biggest was that moment with Blake Nash and Stanfield down the front stretch. I don't know if we have another look at that one, but that one certainly got wild. For the moment, though, provisional results here for X30 Pro. John Antonino, the rookie, gets a heat race win over another rookie in Alexander Vanchev. Caleb Gaffera, last year's winner, third. Brickley, Lloyd, Paulie only able to get up to seventh because we had Turney up and into the fifth spot just out of Lloyd. So Lloyd sixth, Massimino seventh, Enzo eighth, Overbeck ninth, Nash 10th. And that's gonna pretty decently shake up the field for our main.
I think Enzo's looking good for a front row here at the first place and a seventh. That's a pretty solid run.
Yeah, let's see here as we head over to the scale line. I know we'll have a look at that probably front straightaway moment shortly, but first, John Antonino, Alexander Vanchev first into the scales. Here's a look at it. All right, let's see this again. Nash was looking to the left.
He didn't even see him there. He was just looking the complete wrong way.
Yeah. He had no.
There was no
you had to know
there.
at that point. The second one still had someone.
There was a whole lot going on there, and I don't think.
And then it's not done, right?
Seems like nobody controlled their cart there.
Yeah, no one was in control,
man.
but we all made it out.
Yeah, we have escaped with probably the lowest damage bill ever at this point in the night in the KA or X30 shootouts. All 15 cars still rolling to the finish. Probably some more pushback bumpers, but at the same point, it still wasn't that physical.
Yeah, that was very surprising to see there. At one point, there were 10 carts in the lead pack. I thought we were going to see it explode there, but everybody kept a level head. I think there were some bumpers given, but everybody finishes here in Heat 2.
But we got a little bit of a teaser almost of what the main could look like if the fastest guy isn't in front.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the key. Antonino looks good. Paulie obviously looked good. There's a pushback.
That's a pull.
Yep, so that'll drop James Overback back a couple spots.
Hopefully that was on Gassi Lee there, some retaliation.
Yeah, I think we're all
Maybe it
hoping.
was warranted.
I think we're all hoping for a little bit of a mix-up. The slowest guy gets to the front of this final here, and we really see what racing's about.
That's what we'll have to take here. And in that one, Enzo did go with the fastest time by a couple hundredths over Paulie in the couple laps that everybody got on their own. There was some decent spread. I mean, Caleb only got to a 33 flat. Vanchev a 9.
Is that Turney with the pushback there? Aha.
Ooh.
That massaging on the bumper didn't work, I guess.
He should have pushed it in harder. We got it softer. Yeah, it was really stacked up out there. I don't think anyone really pushed it in intentionally. I think it was just a Corian effect.
Yeah, innocent bystanders in the faultless system of it all. And I wonder if we're waiting on any other penalties here as to why we haven't rolled the scales. They got them all into the line. I think we should be good to roll in a moment, but they're obviously reviewing one or two more things here before they'll send them over in. So we'll hear from some of the action on track. Adam Brickley, fourth across the line, standing by with Grace.
Thanks, Sander. Here with Adam. Tell me a little bit about that race for you.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I think fourth is pretty good for us. All we're looking for is points right now, just to see where we start in the final, and I think we have a pretty decent starting spot. But like I said in that race, I mean, I don't want to defend, but it's kind of like I want to trust my peers. But the second I let my guard down, it's just like they pass me. So it's like it's kind of hard to just see. And I think we're gonna start relatively close to the front, and hopefully we can just stay up there. Because I think once you get past like top 10, it's like you're just cooked. But yeah, I mean, I think we're doing well and excited.
Well, you definitely danced around position during that race. How do you plan on keeping it up front, seeing that you will possibly start up front during the final?
I mean, I think honestly, it's just pass or be passed at this point. You know, it's. I hate to call it not racing, but it's just you kind of just have to pass the guy in front of you. Just hope for the best, because once you get shuffled back, everyone thinks you're slow, and you just keep going back. So just try and stay up front and stay with the lead pack.
Anything for money, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we're raising $5,000, bro. I mean, everyone's gonna do everything. So.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Well, they've started rolling the scales now, so not far away from getting everyone in for the last bit of work for the first few drivers on through. I want to hear what your stand-in, what Buddy thinks here. He was not shy on confidence at all earlier today when we talked to him, AJ. His words were, and I quote, I know I'm faster than all of them, so I just got to keep my head on and I can beat them.
Who is Buddy?
Buddy.
Buddy.
Antonino.
Oh, Buddy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a very confident kid, let me tell you that much. Does he have the talent? He does. But he's got to have that mind on him this final to put it all together. So there's a lot of good talent out there. I hope he can get it done, but I'm rooting for a lot of guys out there.
There's certainly no shortness on characters in this field. John Antonino with the provisional win in heat number 2. We're waiting, as I'm sure everybody else is as well, to be able to get the full shootout merge of what the results will be. We at least do have the heat 1 results to see what was adjusted. Gassiet Lee got a 6-second pushback bumper penalty. I think we saw that. Equally, the 3-position avoidable contact with James Overbeck in turn 11. And then the other one was Adam Brickley with an avoidable contact at turn 5. So those were the 2 drivers penalized. Put Gassiet Lee all the way to the rear.
At that point, you just don't go out for the race.
But again, this is just from the heat 1 results. So we have penalties that have come in for that. Brickley got 1, put him down to 13th. Didn't really change much of the front of the pack. Brickley went basically from would have been 10th all the way down to 13th, so it didn't really change much of the big point scores in that first heat race. Enzo, Pauly, Nash, and then looking back at heat number 2, Blake Nash down with a 9th, so it probably puts him around row 2, row 3. Pauly only up to 6th. It's going to ultimately come down between if there's any penalty that might shift Pauly forward or Enzo back. Otherwise, I think we might be seeing Enzo Vidmontien with a 7th and a win go to the pole. Pauly with a 6th and a 2nd would put him there on the outside. Doesn't really bode well for the lap times we're seeing of having the fast guys further back, though. We'll see. The outside wasn't good to him in this heat.
Did you watch many junior races last year?
Yeah.
How did Enzo do it holding the front?
He held him up pretty good.
Pretty good. Let's see if he can do it against the seniors, though.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. It's I don't know. The easiest way to describe it is really checkers versus chess, because it doesn't seem like when we watch the junior races that there's as much forethought of about 2 or 3 corners ahead or the guys around you. You know, sometimes when we watch someone move up for the very first time against the seniors, they almost don't even know how they ended up losing the race with the fastest go-kart until the race is over, because you don't know it was the wrong move till 3 laps, 3 turns after the fact.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah. You got any hindsight insights from your day today?
Yeah, hit your brake marks in the first heat, and that was my lesson for the day. Yeah, crashed myself out. It happens.
Well, John Antonino didn't crash himself out of this one. He ended up winning it. We'll head down to Brett.
John Antonino coming out on top for this one, but how do you continue that and come out on top in this final race?
Yeah, I just need to focus. You know, this is going to be really aggressive, really hard. You know, people are going to be giving it all they have. So, you know, if I just focus and keep my nose clean, I think I can do it.
And what are your thoughts about this layout? It's high speed. Would you rather it be more technical, or are you fine with what we have right now?
I mean, it's nice when they make it more technical, but, you know, it definitely changes up a lot of things, because sprocket is a big thing around here. So if you don't have it down like that, then it's not good.
And then how much are you learning out here? You're a young kid, but you're racing against some 20-year-olds, things like that, some veterans of the sport. So how much have you learned? How much fun are you also having? No points involved, just money.
Yeah, you know, I'm having fun, but, you know, I'm here to win, and that's all. I know I'm better than, or just as good. I wouldn't say better, but just as good as everybody else out here. So, yeah.
We'll see what John Antonino can do in this final race. Take home some extra money. We'll see in a couple minutes.
Well, he wasn't short on confidence in that interview either, AJ, but to be fair, he caught himself. He's got the right mentality. That's how you have to think inside. It's just the years you both have and the media training experience, not to say you got to make the public seem, think you're humble, but inside your head, you got to think you are the best one out there, hands down, right?
If you go out for a race not believing you're the best, you ain't ever going to win that race. We all have the same mindset, one goal.
Let's go down to Joe Turney, his teammate, standing by with Grace.
Thanks, Xander. Joe, I don't want to keep you waiting for too long because I know you got a lot of work to do on that go-kart, but you're starting this final in 8th. That's going to be on the outside and the middle. How does that have you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I've been 6 and 10, so that's in the middle. Tough to get through, especially with the defending, but just trying to do what we can, trying to find a bit more speed for the last race.
Talk to me about the environment that you're seeing out on the shootout tonight in comparison to last night. Not as aggressive, but what are you thinking?
No, it's same sort of thing, This is a race for money and everyone's going for it. So, yeah, it's tough out there. It's dusty off the line and there's a lot of defending. So everyone's racing hard. It's super good fun, and this layout definitely makes good racing.
Awesome, thank you. And I'm going to pass it over to Brett with Chase Gassiet-Lee.
Gassiet-Lee, he is going to be starting, I believe, 14th in this final race. So I guess how do you go from 14th to 1st? I know that's easier said than done for me to say it, but do you have a plan going into this race?
Just don't break, I guess. Just full send. With nothing to lose. If we're starting that far back, we're just going to full send it, get the kart better hopefully, and yeah, just go for it.
Did you notice anything different between the first and second heat as it comes to aggression by the drivers out on the racetrack?
No, just everyone's being aggressive, so it doesn't really make a difference. So everyone's going for the money, and yeah, it's fun. I get it.
Worried at all about keeping the kart clean in this final race, or you're just going to go all for it?
All for it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, it doesn't seem like the penalties have deterred Chase Gassiet-Lee at all, boys. They got some duct tape on the front bumper, settling it up. Let's go down and hear from Alex Stanfield. He had a wild one in that one.
Yeah, for sure. We were just saying that you took, if you're not first, you're last, a little too seriously in that race. But tell me how it is to be back in the shootouts.
Yeah, it's great. The last time I was in a shootout was 2022, the last time I ran Grands. But, we didn't really make it to the start this time, so hopefully the next time we will. I saw an MPG just, pod me off in 3, so hopefully we'll make it further than that this time.
And how does it feel to have a couple of teammates with you out there on the track?
Yeah, I have the best data out there. Paulie and James are obviously really fast here. They did really good yesterday, and they're fast tonight. So we're going over the data, and we'll see what we can improve on.
All right, you got this.
Thank you.
More changes going on in James Overbeck's machine. Obviously, the other half of the incident that we saw in that first heat, he seems to still be in pretty good spirits. Still no broken parts. Everyone's just making more fine-tuning adjustments, ripping more teeth off, as I'm sure the times didn't really get much quicker, though, heat 1 to heat 2. We're still just in the high 32s.
You're not going to go faster on the third session now on these yellow tires.
Yeah, fair enough.
And some of those interviews reminded us, and of what I said at the top of the show, right? The penalties aren't going to deter these guys from driving how they're going to drive, right? If they're in the back, their elbows out, moving people out of the way, they're making sure everybody knows who they are.
Yeah, and as we see more of the action down on pit lane, I know we'll get ready to hear from Brett here. He's got Alex this time. No data for at least a couple seconds. Hey, Brett?
Alex Van Chev down here, a little less scurrying around the car. So do you feel like your kart is ready to go? What kind of changes did you make after that first heat?
Yeah, I made lots of changes, a little bit more than yesterday. Obviously, I can't say everything, but yeah, we changed some minor things. I think that we're going to be really competitive for the final.
What is it like racing out there? To me, it looked like that second heat was a little more intense than the first. What was it like behind the driver's seat?
Yeah, so I started a little bit higher up, so I was able to control the race a little bit more. And yeah, a little bit of a dogfight, but it wasn't too crazy. I expect more for the final tonight.
I just was going to mention the final last night, different division, but there were sparks flying. Do you expect the same thing to happen here tonight with the money on the line? Do you think you want to bring home the kart safe, or are you going to put it all on the line?
No, I'm putting it all on the line for sure. Tonight's going to be way more intense. Just the track is it can get a little bit more racy, and yeah, I'm excited to see how it's going to go.
And you're just 15 years old, and you're going against some veterans of the sport, but seems like you have some confidence going out tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the best thing to learn going against all these guys that are so older than me. just more experience. It's the best learning environment.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, Colin, you're starting 6th in that final. Tell me, how were those heats for you?
To be honest, they were pretty good. The first one, I think I just got caught up in all the stuff in the back, and we got 2 mid-grid placements, so I think we didn't get the best of luck there, but I feel like we're really fast. We're keeping up with a lot of people, so I feel like we're good for the final.
And as we're just waiting here out on grid, it's getting a little bit colder, the colder temperatures. How does that have you feeling, getting ready to go out again?
No, it feels okay. I think we have a good package, and I think we can win.
All right, awesome. I love the confidence.
Thank you.
Well, a good bit of confidence for Colin Lloyd, and we were talking to some of the young bucks that'll be starting at the front. Alex Vanchev, John Antonino, 1-2 in that last heat. They certainly aren't short on it, AJ.
They got the confidence, and we'll see if they got the brains with them to pull it off here in the end.
Seems like everybody feels like they can win. Everybody has a good package, so we're in for a show here tonight.
We should be. We've got our lineup now. Obviously, we've heard a couple teases on it of where some of the big ones will start. Joe Turney all the way back in the 8th spot. Alexander Vanchev here moving over to the 5th position, so he might have a change. On the original posted lineup, it was going to have him in 4th. But I don't know if that's going to come off the tiebreaker as they're reshuffling, or if we had a reinstatement of some sort. We know at least Vidmontien had the lowest score from the heats. We set Paulie Massimino down in the 6th spot. Let me double check on this screen here. We'll see if we got a refresh.
That's interesting. We had some decent results.
Yeah. But if that's right, that puts him all the way back outside row 3. Won the opening shootout. Won last night's shootout. Winningest in the Apex Apparel shootout, and it's not even close. One of the biggest points or prize hauls. We haven't done the official count on it, but it would be a safe bet to think Paulie Massimino might have the most. Oh, wow. They were hustling.
No, P3. We thought he was starting P8. He's up in P3.
They must have overturned some penalty that would have put him further back. Oh, no, I bet you what it was, the transponder. 100%. That's what it was. They just readjusted the manual finish because, yeah, he should have been tracking pretty good. A 5th and then I think a right around there in the first heat race, too. So, yeah, with that adjustment, that's what's got the grid mixed up. So there we go. We got it proper now. Enzo Vidmontien and Caleb G. Last year's shootout winner on the outside of the front row. 15 laps, $5,000 on the line. We haven't had a back-to-back winner in the X30 Pro Shootout history. Tonight, Caleb G has a chance to do just that from the front row. So Turney will start in 3rd alongside John Antonino with the transponder change. That's where we've got the question marks because they've got him updated to the new one. Alexander Vanchev and Paulie Massimino on row 3. Colin Lloyd and Davin Roberts, row 4. Brickley and Blake Nash. I thought Nash would have been a little higher with a pretty decent run, but he actually was that close in the points. And I guess it must have come down to fast lap tiebreakers or something. Dalton Haynes, Alex Stanfield behind him, Kolar, Gassiet Lee, and Overbeck all the way from the tail with the wreck in heat 1 and just a rough go. And wild to see that too for me, AJ, seeing how quick Paulie was in that first heat and how struggling, or how much of a struggle it seemed to be for both James and Alex.
I don't think it was much of a struggle for Paulie speed-wise. I think it was just you're caught in that kind of midfield scuffle and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah. Well, there's a look at the track temps here, down to 64 degrees for the surface temp. Only a couple degrees warmer than what it is outside here in North Carolina. 57 degrees in the air temps. Not too much wind, a little lower humidity. Cool Saturday night here in the springtime. And as they round that final turn, Enzo Vidmontien, his first time leading the shootout to green. He's been a part of it before. He said he was going to be all out here tonight after what he learned last night. So we'll rack him up. 15 laps on the fastest layout in X30 Shootout history. The 2026 edition is green, and there's contact on the start.
That was not nice. That
Oh,
was not
no.
nice.
What noise was that, Weston?
Oh, man, I'm just excited.
That was crazy. I don't even know how you can break that one down.
Yeah, you had someone shoot the middle there, and you saw some carnage that followed suit.
So we're underway. Joe Turney.
Joe Turney wide.
Rare
I think
mistake.
He cooked it deep.
Yeah.
He sent it there. Vanchev up to P2. And look at the scrum. Stanfield on the back of Roberts going through the last turn. Davin goes a little wide. Here's a look at the start. Gassioli's already in the middle. And then Brickley didn't know he was there.
Door just closed there.
It was always going to happen. You can't put yourself there.
Yeah, well, innocent bystanders. Jacob Kolar just gets spun backwards at the drop of the green, over back into the wall. We're down a few, but we're underway and spread out a little bit with Massimino buried back in 6th. Turney looks good here off the rip. So does Vanchev. They're closing up to Vidmontien as Pauly makes a pass back there for P5. Down the hill, top 4 all relatively close together. Fighting to get into the money. It'll pay out to 3rd, but it's a big swing from 2nd up to the win.
Pauly's got some clear track here. We're going to see him run down these leaders pretty quick. He's going to get in the rhythm, and Pauly in the rhythm is scary. So let's see if he can catch this front pack and challenge for the lead here.
I wonder, too, Alexander Vanchev last time by matched Vidmontien. You can see the variance in line, how much tighter he was, much of a wider arc Enzo had. Give the advantage to Vanchev, and Turney looks like he's on a burner right now. Let's see what the laps are here at the end of lap 3. 2/10 clear.
Oh, it goes there.
All over the rookie. Enzo Vidmontien, his 2nd senior season. Alexander Vanchev, his first X30 Shootout appearance. He's got JT down the inside for 2nd.
Me too.
Didn't lose any time with that move.
And now Gaffera. This is the tough part. This is where Ryan Norberg broke down a little bit watching Joe win another one last year. Makes the pass, gets the driver that he gets by to start going on defense, backs Gaffera up a little.
Is Enzo going to block when he noticed someone on his bumper?
I don't know. We got another one out, though. Nash is gone. Let's see if we have an idea of what happened to Blake Nash. He's out.
Is that the first retirement of the night?
I mean, we saw the first start.
Yeah, we saw the first 3 go. But since we've gotten past turn 1, yes. Oh, man, this one looks
big sand.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Outside, Joe. You don't want to be there.
He finds a hole, and now Enzo knows he's got company. Didn't block there into 11.
That was smart by Joe. He tried to get to him before he started blocking.
Yeah, you got to try something here.
Yeah, now he's blocking, so it's going to be even harder to get around Vidmontien now.
Oh,
moving 3!
Oh! No. Into the wall.
No.
Turney is out.
Vanchev to the lead.
Joe Turney backs all the way up the hill to the tire pack. Vidmontien to the back of the train, and Vanchev the new leader.
Man.
To be fair, I don't know what happened there, guys.
Yeah, he was going to try and surprise him in 3, and now Pauly to the inside for 2nd, but here comes Antonino. Let's look again.
See, that move in 3 is very inviting.
You saw Joe went for it. Right after he went for it, Enzo went down, and it was just wasn't even a reaction. It was just natural.
Yep.
Just
the move in 3 is inviting. That's what bit me last night.
Yeah. So another big moment here for the lead in these shootouts, and Alexander Vanchev backing him up.
Now you got Pauly running shotgun.
Here we go again, right?
Can't let Pauly get in the lead, boys.
He's setting up for something here.
Oh, here he goes!
A little bumper there. There was some bumper.
Yeah. Oh, into the wall.
Lloyd around.
Alex Stanfield.
Stanfield not happy. Vanchev back to the lead. It's getting interesting here, boys. I like this.
Half the field's gone.
Stanfield not happy. Lloyd not happy. Nobody's happy.
This is wild stuff. Down low for Vanchev. Antonino looking around the outside. Enzo's back in the fight.
Oh, he's back in it. I thought he was gone.
Yeah, he wrecked.
Wow, he's still in it.
And he's in 4th.
Dipped.
Yeah, we are over a 2nd off the best lap head-to-head. This is what we thought we were in for in the heats.
I heard some bumpers dropping there.
Oh, Brickley down the inside of a bunch.
He'll end up getting just 1 out of it. Antonino to the back. Pauly resetting with Gaffera behind him. Teeing up for a crossover.
We're not talking about speed. We're talking about racecraft now.
All the way down to the white line before. Very dirty down there.
Caleb
the
around
outside
the
might
outside,
work here. They got all that stuff on their tires, man. The outside line can work sometimes.
Brickley's going to try it on the concrete.
Ooh.
He's going to get it on Pauly. Yeah, Adam Brickley.
Brickley to B3 on the best cart.
Oh,
It might be the best
Antonino.
cart tonight.
Outside is great until it is not, boys.
And Gaffera got the lead in the last turn as well. He'll go to the inside to block. Brickley into second. Vanchev back to third. Massimino getting swarmed. Brickley
again!
Oh, man. Caleb Gaffera hanging on. Vanchev up to second.
Caleb, a little bit of gap.
Uh-oh. This could be it right here, boys.
Are we going to block for a second, or are we going to push? What are we doing?
Vanchev got a little gap. He's going to be okay. He'll be able to pull away a little bit here now. And as they roll out of the last turn, all bottled up again. Brickley.
Pauly's falling down the order.
It's going to come down to is Vanchev faster than Caleb?
What do we got here as they roll down the backstretch? Head-to-head on the laps this time will tell us. Coming to 4 to go. Can Caleb Gaffera pull off a stunner for the second straight year?
Wow.
Can Alexander Vanchev or John Antonino win on debut? Two rookies trying to track down a home state kid.
John's
Here's
going.
Antonino.
He's going to go for it. Yeah, it was going to come down to them working together, but nobody's working together here.
We
Everybody
all
wants to
saw
win
John
this.
going there.
If Vanchev can stay behind them, we might have a race on our hands here for the lead. But if there's a battle for second, Caleb's going to walk away with this thing. 2 years in a row.
I think he's going. He's coming.
I don't know, boys. Antonino hit a 32.8. Caleb's only at a 33.2 right now as his best. He was 4/10 better making a pass in the last turn. He was 2/10 better still. If he can make it work through the concrete. Oh, Gaffera drops a tire.
We're going to have a race here, boys, for the lead.
It's not over. We're coming to the line. 3 to go. Two rookies in second and third that have never won this big of a payday in their young careers. Caleb Gaffera trying to go back-to-back up the hill. 1 car length apart now.
How much has happened in this race?
We're blocking? Oh, we're blocking.
Everything you got here. Hold that brake pedal as hard as you can. We know they're going to be right on him. Antonino, he's kind of sandwiched. He can't really open up and try to cross him over. Or can he? Coming to 2 to go this time.
Vanchev.
Crossover.
Yep.
He's got the nose. He's got him
he's
all
got
the
him
way
on
for
both.
the lead. Alexander
Watch for the
Vanchev.
crossover in 3 here from Antonino. He's
Buddy.
got it. Antonino to the lead.
Unreal, and now there's 8 of them, all stacked up. Antonino looking for a huge win. Oh,
He's going to walk away with this one.
No.
I don't know. Vanchev's got a little breathing room. If he's smart, he'll open up, and he does. He'll keep it close.
Antonino's got the pace.
He's got the gap right now.
But all Alex has to do is get one good corner to force John to feel like he's got to defend.
I've seen some junior kids send it from a lot further back than that.
Biggest of a payday of their lives right here. Two rookies going at it. Gaffera's going to fight for third to stay on the box. Boxing Massimino and Brickley out of the fight.
Antonino's going to win this thing.
It's not done yet, but it just about could be. 2 big braking zones to go. Into 5. Final time. Vanchev's not close enough there. He got close through the exit, but Antonino's got a huge run. It's big enough. It'll hold. John Antonino, the rookie on debut, wins the shootout.
Wow.
I just wish he did it in my helmet, guys.
Oh, man. You are not going to hear the end of this one, AJ.
Man, that is a great drive by that kid.
John
Cannot give
Antonino.
enough props to that drive.
And all of his moves pretty much clean. Over-unders.
Can't call a penalty on that. I don't know. We didn't see the whole race. I mean, but
yeah,
from what we saw in the front, should stand.
And again, Alexander Vanchev, tip of the cap to him. He didn't give up. He was sending it as hard as he could through that cut through on the last lap to try and get it close. Just didn't get the exit he needed. John Antonino.
I don't think he believes it yet.
You can see the emotions.
This is going to be wild. We're ready to catch him down in the scale lines.
We saw the pre-race interview, the confidence. Let's see the confidence post-race interview.
Yeah, you might need a new helmet upgrade after this one.
The head is growing as the seconds tick.
And he had to catch himself, too. He said, I'm better than everybody. No, I'm just as good. He might have been better than everybody tonight.
He definitely was. He deserves it. That kid should be grinning from ear to ear. Confidence to go. And the MPG boys, you're going to be walking out of here into a party over in that tent. $5,000.
You can't believe it.
John Antonino has won the SimCraft X30 Shootout in his first try. And again, the adrenaline just now wearing off. and it will certainly kick back up when he gets through to the crew.
Buddy, you just did it, my man. You just won the Grands. Shootout. All right, shootout.
It's a big one. It is a wild one to win it. We'll get down and get ready to hear from our race winner here in a moment. John Antonino. Oh, no. No way.
Like we said, boys, we didn't see the whole race.
Pushback bumper deployed. Well, so.
Can you fight that in the shootout?
You have cameras. I don't know.
They got us, I guess.
Is it protestable in the shootout?
I believe so.
Bumpers?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be waiting an hour now, guys.
You got to fight that.
Vanchev's clean. So
$5,000 to a plastic bumper, boys.
Oof. That one stings.
Maybe that was the emotion we saw.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew his bumper was down.
Oh, what a heartbreaker. Oof. Talk about the wave and roller coaster that kid just rode right there. I don't know if he had a moment even to look down to see it mid-race.
Respect from over back there. You love to see that at the end of a race. Other drivers giving respect to the other drivers. Paulie giving some respect there. Davin Roberts, respect. Love to see it.
Well, Grace is standing by. We'll send it on to you, Grace.
Thanks, Xander. John, I mean, just tell me the roller coaster of emotions that you've been feeling in probably the past, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. When I saw them go really low and going into turn 1, I knew that I had a shot just over under and hopefully just take the win. So, because I've been really quick out front, so I just did that.
And provisionally you are on pole, but it's not looking great for you, seeing that you do have a pushback bumper. But, I mean, who do you have to thank to help you get to you won that race fair and square, so who do you have to thank for that victory?
You know, MPG, Billy Vincent, Chase Jones, Todd for giving us the times for when we need to go out, my mechanic, Tad, my dad back home, my mom, everybody else who supports me. And, you know, I couldn't have done it without them.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's about as bittersweet as it could be. I'm not sure if even Buddy knows when he would have pushed that in.
We got to find out when that happened. Where in that race did that pushback occur?
On the other side, Brett is standing over with who could be our provisional top 2 at the end of it, Alexander Vanchev and Caleb Gaffaro. Brett?
Yeah, Alex Vanchev, you're provisionally second. Take us through that race, intense racing out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had a pretty good start. I got up into the lead at one point. Just struggled a lot with the go-kart a little bit. Lots of understeer for me. I think I could have done a little bit of a better job pulling away. But yeah, it doesn't change the end result. Got in a little bit too deep in turn 1. He was able to get the crossover, and yeah, I didn't have the pace to catch him after that. I had dirt on the tires. So yeah, it was a pretty eventful race, but I'm pretty happy with the end result.
What kind of confidence does this give you with being a rookie and just the performance that you put on tonight?
Yeah, it gives me really good confidence looking onto the future as I try and progress my career through cars. But yeah, like I said before, it's really nice and a gain of experience to race against experienced drivers like this and gain as much knowledge as I can from them.
We'll let him get through the scales, and then we'll see what else happens after that. Back into the booth.
Well, I think this is a good moment here for me to take a moment while they roll the scales, boys, and thank you guys. You're more than welcome here to stay and hear more of the aftermath. If not, check it out. But Weston, first of all, thanks to you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
And AJ, you as well, man. Appreciate you being up in here. I know we thought for a moment there this was going to be a really happy celebration, bittersweet moment for Buddy, but, you know, kudos to him as well. It has got to be so tough that young to deal with the emotions and then get a mic right after.
Yeah, it's tough on a young kid like that, but I think it shows a lot of American motorsport. I mean, you look at Europe right now, there's kids 15 years old winning in Europe. Alex, a great driver. Now you have John coming here and winning this race. The future of America is bright. These kids are great drivers, and me going up against them tomorrow, I mean, I got to fight tomorrow. These kids are really great drivers, and respect to these kids.
Well, we'll let you guys go here, man. Thank you guys for joining us, and of course, for the telecast. We'll still continue to get some more of the post-race interviews. Caleb Gaffaro provisionally third. Again, we saw, of course, John Antonino first across the line, but pushback bumper might drop him down. From what we can tell, it would then promote Alexander Vanchev up to the win, Gaffaro up to second. Enzo Vidmontien going on the youth movement as well, his second senior season underway. He has this is his first either first or second X30 start of the year, and he would potentially end up with some money to show for it in third if he's clean and nothing else affects the final tally and the running order. So as we get a bit more of the details, again, that brings a pause and a end to the on-track action. Still lots more to debrief and break down. Caleb Gaffera last year on the box, but looking like he should be there again as we check in over the host pit.
Exact. Good job. It was, what was it? Yes, minute and second. I mean, of course. It was like 11 minutes. It wasn't everything. Or no, 25 minutes and 36 seconds.
He was the play. He was the play. I don't think so. There's no microphone.
So they're just wanting to look at your pretty face.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Can you just take one? He's gone. He's on. Yes, take your suit off while you're on camera.
Brett.
Walk around like Ricky Bobby.
Ellie, I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Bring in the girlfriend. Come on, the game. Good job. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Y'all too. Good job.
All right, here with Caleb Gaffera. Take us through that event, wild racing out there. How are you able to survive? How are you able to get in the podium finish?
I mean, we started second. Getting into turn one, it was a little bit sketchy. I mean, we were about 3 wide for a second. I was like, oh, and that's like, all right, we're just going to play it safe like last year. Play it safe, just try to get to the end. And we did that, and it was back and forth. And then Joe and Enzo got into it. I was like, oh, that was pretty big. And I was like, okay, I was out front. Just going to try to keep it under control. And then I looked back, and I knew they were going to start to catch up. And they ran me down. And once they passed, we blocked for a lap. And I was like, all right, well, let's see what I can do. And then we all stack up. So I started throwing outside moves, trying to make it work. And I made it work twice. And then got by Vanchev, got to the lead. I was like trying to back them up so they could get into a big pack and race, and hopefully I could break away. Just didn't have enough pace to break away. And then at the end, it came down to it. John came by, and I was like, well, I don't think I can hang with that. And I was trying my best to stay up there, but I just couldn't get there. Then when Vanchev came by, I was like, well, just going to hang on. And I was hoping they had raced, but they didn't really get into it, so I had to defend for third, and I was able to bring it home third.
Honestly, we interviewed you pre-race, and you were the most confident one, most energetic one out there. How much confidence did you have going into the race, and how much more confidence do you have now with the result that you have?
Oh, I mean, you always got to have confidence. All this sport is a mind game. So if you have a good mindset, you're going to win races. And, I mean, I've won a lot. I know how to do it, and we're just going to try to go out there and win it all day tomorrow.
I was about to ask, what are your expectations for tomorrow coming off of this solid performance?
We can get it done on a new set of tires.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that brings us to a close here on the day's action from Trackhouse Motorplex. A busy Saturday from the IAME Grand National Championship, and a full wrap here on the SimCraft Shootouts. Close off the coverage for tonight. Podium ceremony is about to get underway here for the X30 Pro Shootout final standings. We'll be back tomorrow with main events from the 6th running of the IAME USA Grands.
This broadcast is the sole property of Kart Chaser Group, LLC. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the images, audio, or accounts of this event, in whole or in part, without the expressed written consent of Kart Chaser Group, LLC is strictly prohibited. Thanks for watching.